Alright guys, welcome into a new episode. I'm joined by Devin and old friend Bobby Trezzo.
What's up?
Guys, how you doing?
Doing alright, man.
Pretty good.
It's gonna be all NBA today. That's really all that's going on.
Oh yeah, unless you're into some MLB.
Some hockey, yeah. Lottery tonight. Who do we want to win? You can't say the Bulls.
I was gonna say the Bulls. I was definitely gonna say the Bulls.
Who do you want to see Zion? Because he's gonna be the number one pick. They can fool around and say Ja Morant, but no.
I'd like to see Zion on the Suns, low key. I think he could fit real well with some Devin Booker action.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Yeah, Suns. I think he'd be a great fit with the Suns. Plus, what else do they get ever? Nothing. I mean, I guess they got Aiden and Booker, but
yeah, I mean
they've done well the past couple drafts.
Yeah, Josh Jackson's probably gonna get booted.
Yeah. I mean, you got Aiden, you got Booker. Booker can get you 30. I think Aiden at some point will be able to get you 20.
Yeah.
Zion might be able to get you 20 right off the bat. So look, they need a point guard. But you can wait another year.
You could, yeah.
I agree. Just tank it again.
If you tank it again, you get Cole Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tank it again.
I mean, I understand Ja Morant.
I think it's tempting.
Oh, yeah, I
do
agree.
think it's tempting.
But
if they get number 2, they're taking Ja Morant. There's no doubt.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that the Knicks said that if they get it, they're going to trade for Anthony
AD.
Davis? Oh, my God, dude.
How dumb is that?
Dude, that's so dumb. Like
I think
it would be dumber on Anthony Davis's part, 100%, because you're going to, like, a way worse team. Unless they pick up, like, someone else. Like,
they don't have to trade him.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He has no power here.
Yeah, he doesn't.
What does he have, like, another year left?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
he does.
Like, you have no power. We don't have to trade you. It's just weird with the Suns because they're not like the Knicks. They're as bad as the Knicks. But they have better players than the Knicks.
Exactly.
A lot better players.
A lot better.
I don't know how you suck that bad.
It's full tank, dude. It's just full tank.
It's just because they're in the West?
I guess.
I think that does play a role.
Yeah, they're playing really good teams all the time.
I mean, and they're young, too. It doesn't help that they're behind the rest of the field.
It seems like they've hired a decent coach.
Yeah.
Monty Williams.
Yeah, I think they'll actually doing pretty well.
Better than what they had.
Whatever that guy's
Igor.
name was.
Igor.
Yeah.
I don't want to see... Is there a team you don't want to see him on?
Atlanta.
Why?
I don't like Trae Young. That's what it comes down to. Man. That's just really what it comes down to.
Why not? Why don't you like Trae?
It's just, I don't like him. There's not really specifics. Just don't like seeing him. I don't know, man. It's just not. I don't like the Hawks that much.
How about you, Devin?
There's nothing wrong with it.
I mean, I don't really have any teams that I don't want to see him on, but if there is any of them, yeah, it's got to be the Cavs. I just can't.
Same.
I can't see that again.
Same.
It's just like reminiscent of LeBron being there. Like,
It wouldn't be fair.
But if he goes to the Cavs, it's not like they're going to instantly be like a playoff team.
Well, no,
but further down the road, yeah.
Yeah,
You'd have
maybe.
Zion torturing both the Bulls and the Pacers.
they just had the best player of our lifetime, and now they're gonna get the best player of the last 10 drafts.
And Sexton.
I think that's not fair.
Going to develop.
Yeah, Sexton. Still got Kevin Love, whatever he's
And
worth.
Kevin Love. I mean, I feel like
He's gone, man.
Yeah, they need to.
He's not going to stay there.
He's done.
I bet he's leaving. I don't think he's going to retire, but I bet he's going to leave Cleveland.
I'd like to see Kevin Love on the Rockets.
Oh,
That'd be
awesome.
nice.
That would be pretty awesome.
Or the Raptors. That'd be nice, too.
Yeah,
That'd be real nice.
bring him off the bench.
Yeah. You might have to...
Siakam,
Yeah.
That'd be unfair.
Gasol, and Kevin Love off the bench.
It'd be dirty.
I honestly don't care if the Knicks get Zion. I don't care.
Nah, I don't care.
I don't care either because they're not going to do anything with him. It's like the same thing if the Bulls get him. They're not going to do a lot.
They're gonna
with
trade
him.
him, like you said.
The Knicks will trade
They're
him.
gonna trade his ass.
The Bulls won't trade him. The Bulls will keep him.
I would like him on the Hawks.
Why?
I think I would.
Because I
Do you
like
think
Trae
he,
Young.
do you
I
think
think
he
I would
fits like their offense?
Yeah, I
Trae
mean,
Young and John Collins.
they're already high flying.
Yeah.
You had Zion, who's even more of a high flyer.
I mean,
A lot of alley oops going on there.
But who's shooting the basketball besides Trae Young?
You got a point there.
Zion.
Zion's
Herder?
He can
Kevin
shoot
Herder?
the ball. Have
Kevin
you
Herder.
seen Zion shot though?
Yeah, but it's not trash.
It's not trash, but
No.
it takes a minute to shoot the basketball. It's not like a quick release, like a nice shot.
Just like out of the top 5 lottery teams, it's Knicks, Cavs, Suns, Bulls, Hawks. Hawks are the most well-run team.
Yeah.
They wouldn't run Zion into the ground. Like the top 3 lottery teams, top 3 owners, top worst 3 owners in the league. James Dolan,
Yeah,
Dan
by
Gilbert, Robert Sarver. Just terrible. And Jerry Reinsdorf. He's getting a little crotch at his old age. Not as good as he was. He gets a pass because he has 6 rings.
Yeah.
And then it's Washington. They haven't done anything for a couple years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not gonna get him.
There could be, like, one of those sneak teams. I mean, Washington snuck into the top 3 that year they got Otto Porter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always a chance, obviously, but
That'd be upsetting.
So if you had to bet, who's going to get the number 1 pick?
Chicago.
You're lying to yourself.
No, if you're asking me, I'm a betting man. I'm a betting man. I'll bet on Chicago.
I think it'll be Knicks somehow,
Well, yeah.
some way.
I think it'll be Knicks.
Even though it's all even chances.
I just don't want to see Zion start his career by getting traded. Like,
Me neither.
that's upsetting. You don't just trade that.
I mean, that messed up Wiggins.
Yeah.
Because at least with the Luka trade last year, it wasn't. It was like, okay, this should work out for both sides.
And it did.
Zion trade, I don't think so.
I don't think.
AD gets hurt every other year. I'd rather have 10 years of Zion than like 4 years of AD.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not like I would get it if they're trying to push for a championship,
Yeah.
but like
There's no championship.
KD and
being pushed.
AD, like is that a
And do you think, like, AD's just coming from a team where he's the only one producing? Like,
right?
do you think he's going to want to go for a team where he's the only one producing again? Like,
AD and Dennis Smith.
no.
Come on.
How many layups can you have in a game?
Who's shooting the ball?
Nobody.
Like KD. If KD goes to the Knicks, which I think he is,
You think he's going to go?
yeah.
I think it's very
I
possible.
think he might stay.
You think he might stay?
Yeah.
Gotta hope not. Honestly, I don't care where he goes.
He's just way too big of a wuss to not stay. You know what I'm saying?
Like I've said it before, the only way he can redeem himself totally is to go back to OKC.
Yeah.
It's the only way.
I read the other day someone said a way he can redeem himself is to go to Chicago. You know?
No.
Yeah, I actually did read that, dude. They have a bunch of.
You're a liar. You're a dirty liar. No.
Dude, it's because they have young ballers who have potential, and they just.
You know what? Let's just go right into the Bulls.
All right.
What do you think about Jim Boylan?
Oh, I don't like Jim Boylan. Trade him, and they can't trade him. Fire him right now. Literally, give him a call. Fire him right now.
You just signed him an extension.
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah.
it. I don't like it.
What do you think about Jim Boylan?
I don't like having him for a few more years for the Bulls.
No, it's awful.
I don't like that extension.
What was it, like 4 years?
Look it up. I think it was about 4 years. Yeah.
Why? Why?
I mean, you're asking the team that stuck with like 4 years of Fred Hoiberg, so
This
my
is true.
gosh.
This is very true. Oh God, Fred Hoiberg.
I'll give it.
I honestly would have been like, I would take Jason Kidd over some Jim Boylan. Actually, I'm not even lying. Like,
At least Jason Kidd's been to the playoffs.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It does not say.
Doesn't say.
I remember the Woj tweet. I remember. It was like 4 years,
Yeah.
which is 4 too many. But what about Memphis for Zion?
That's a wild card. I think
That'd
that'd be
be
a good
nice.
fit. Yeah.
Give the small market something.
I mean, I don't mind that much for Memphis, but I mean, yeah, small market team. I know how that feels.
Oh yeah, we know how that feels. Yeah. Who are the building blocks for the Bulls? Is it Markkinen?
Markkanen's number 1.
Carter.
Number
In
1?
my opinion, I think Markkanen's number 1.
Yeah,
Wendell's also good. Wendell's very good defender. I love him blocking the basketball.
Yeah.
He's beautiful.
What about Levine? Is he trade bait?
I need one more year of healthy Levine before I say anything good about him. That's how I feel.
True. Yeah, he balls, man.
He
But
does, bro.
He does ball.
Yeah, I don't want to. He does some crazy things out there where I'm like, you got bad knees, man.
What about Otto?
Otto, I think, can be a consistent fit. I don't like how much he gets paid, but
Exactly.
at the same point, you get consistency. At least you get that. Like,
Yeah.
he's always going to knock down a shot, so
Yeah.
he's not going to disappear. Comes through in pretty big moments, too.
You think Laurie can be your best player on a playoff team?
On a playoff team, it depends on how much he can put on in a couple seasons. He needs to put on some weight, I think,
Yeah.
because he cannot handle these big guys, these big 4s and 5s.
But he's out there draining threes.
Yeah, but that's dude. But he needs to get in the inside. We need someone to like.
Wendell's not that guy?
When do you think Wendell's gonna average 14
No.
rebounds? Okay.
I like the Wendell Al Horford comp.
Yeah, that's a very good count.
Yeah,
That's not a.
I agree.
That's not like a.
Great defenders.
That's a compliment.
Yeah.
Al Horford, pretty damn good player.
Oh, yeah.
Had a pretty damn good career.
Okay.
I think you can build around Laurie. I think
Yeah.
he can be some form of Dirk.
Yeah.
Even maybe possibly better just because of his height.
Damn.
I mean, possibly. As long as he develops nice, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's got the shot,
On that. Yeah, big time.
but also like Dirk, the knock on him is he doesn't rebound.
Yeah.
I mean he rebounds, but
He doesn't play. I mean, he plays defense sometimes.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, you can't have someone that just plays defense sometimes.
What a change! Like 5 years ago, the Bulls were known for their defense. Fire Thibodeau. Now they're known for nothing, no defense.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, Dunn and Porter, that's it, really.
yeah. Porter's good. Porter's good.
Dunn's all right.
You want Tibbs back?
I would love Tips back. Give me him, baby. I think the city would love him back too.
Okay, not counting D Rose since he got hurt. Who's the best player you guys have had since Jordan?
Since
Is it
Jordan.
Luol Deng?
I think it could be pretty arguable.
Besides Derrick Rose, you said?
I'm not counting Derrick Rose since he got hurt.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Could be Luau. Joe Kim was solid for some years.
Joe Kim was
Joe
good.
Kim was good, whether you like it or not.
He was good.
That's a defender right there.
Not denying it. He was good.
But probably Luau. Boozer, I mean,
He averaged some pretty good numbers.
I hated Boozer sometimes.
Yeah.
Dude, you know when it was coming to a game winner and Boozer got the ball in his hands, you're like, huh, that's it, we're losing. Sometimes.
I miss that guy, though. It's just, like, he's just so funny. I don't know.
Yeah.
He didn't take any shit.
No.
Like, at least he was tough.
Yeah, even after his spray-on hair.
Yeah.
I think Markkanen could be the best. Since. If you're
Really?
counting out D Rose.
Oh,
I think he can be better than Luau. I think he can be better than Joe Kim.
Forget about Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess Jimmy Buckets, yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot
I guess
about
it is
him.
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, it would have to
Yes.
be. It would have to be.
Can you imagine if Jimmy Butler had come along the year Derrick Rose won the MVP?
Like if he was fully developed.
Like
that
a
year?
couple years, not even fully developed, just like the year he won Most Improved.
Yeah.
What if it had been that year? They beat the Heat that year?
I mean, would they have the same team? Would you rather him or Luau when Luau was... Because Luau was crazy that season.
That's true.
Like, I would probably still rather Luau on the floor than his...
It probably wouldn't have been that year then.
But if you had Jimmy Butler right now, yeah, obviously I take Jimmy Butler right now.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was just to say, like, Rose, and then you could put Butler at the 2, and then have Dang, and then Boozer, and then Joakim.
Yeah.
And then on your bench, you have Taj.
Taj, yeah. I love Taj.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought if Taj came to the Pacers, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Just a guy you want to have.
He's just a hustle.
He was like your David West, is what he was.
That's exactly what I was just thinking.
Yeah.
Cause, probably because they mostly look alike.
Yeah.
They look really similar.
And they're both tough, and like, if they get it in the paint, they're scoring.
Yeah.
Like they can score on
They have
almost
that
anyone.
nice shot. That nice...
Yeah.
elbow perfect.
Yeah. It's like if you're on the other team and you want to get into a fight, it's not going to be with that guy.
Neither of those guys.
No. You will lose that fight. Talked about Boylan. Warriors Blazers tonight. That starts tonight. Do we give the Blazers any chance?
No.
No.
I think if Damian plays extremely well, if CJ plays extremely well, if their bench plays out of their mind, and Rodney Hood averages more than 10 points a game, the series will end in 5 with the Warriors winning.
Wow.
I got Warriors in 6.
Yeah.
I think the Blazers can pull off 2.
I think so.
I wish that they could pull the series, and I'm not gonna lie. With the way that Lillard played in that first round, because of the motivation that he had against Westbrook, I don't. CJ might want to torch KD. I don't.
Do you think he'll be able to? Do you think CJ's gonna be able to score like this with Clay on him though?
It's tough.
No.
It's tough. It's tough.
Clay is or do you think Clay's gonna guard Dame?
That's also.
Because what are they gonna do with that? Are they gonna have Iguodala play more?
You're
Right.
gonna lose either way. If whoever Steph's guarding is gonna torch him.
Exactly. I think Iguodala is gonna see a lot more minutes this series.
You figure you have to put Aminu on KD.
Yeah.
It's really only-
There's no one else.
Obviously,
That's their best defender.
So, and it doesn't matter who you put on him, but that's who you're going to put on him.
He's gonna average 30 plus points.
Yeah.
He's out the first game though, right? For sure.
Yeah.
He's out tonight.
Maybe the second game.
Yeah.
I
But
think Cantor could do pretty well in the series, at least until if DeMarcus Cousins doesn't come back. At least
they have always had a problem with Cantor. Like when
Yeah.
he was in OKC, when OKC should have beat him,
yeah,
big problem with
Dude,
Cantor.
I would love to see the Blazers with Nurkic.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
That would be
Yeah.
a team. Like they would really be
Kill them.
contenders. Absolutely.
But, well, they wouldn't kill him. But
Yeah.
It would be.
Kill
it
him
would,
down
it would
low.
be a 6 or 7 game series. It'd be rough.
yeah.
Yeah,
But I think it's Warriors in 5.
I think that they do have a chance though, because I mean the Clippers beat them twice,
Yeah.
the Rockets beat them twice,
Yeah.
so there is somewhat of a chance. And the Blazers have been playing really well,
Really damn well.
and they beat the Nuggets, who I thought was a better matchup against the Warriors.
I thought the
I would have
Nuggets-
loved to see the Nuggets
Yeah.
against the
Yeah.
Warriors. Not even lying. Like that
Yeah.
matchup would have been nice.
Like Jokic would have dominated.
Oh yeah, they would
Oh,
have.
yeah.
There was no chance.
Would have dominated.
No chance. Bogut would have.
No. But you put Aminu on KD. If they go with the Hampton 5, that's going to be tough for the Blazers. I would put Clay on Dame. I
Yeah.
would put Draymond on Cantor. Aminu on KD. And Steph on CJ. Then Harkless, Iguodala, that doesn't really matter. So
Yeah, they both.
I think
Yeah.
CJ would torch Steph though. But either way, Steph would probably torch CJ right back, like just back and forth.
That'd be entertaining.
and Steph's been in a lot of foul trouble these playoffs.
Yeah, he is.
A lot of foul trouble. But Steph's a better defender than people give him credit for. I mean, I understand why people hate Steph.
Yeah.
I really do.
I don't hate him. It's
I don't mind him.
it's
He's
just,
amazing to watch. I don't hate him at all.
Yeah.
He's a great player.
Exactly. I mean, I don't hate him. I just don't like the Warriors.
No. I want him to burn.
But he's loyal to him. That's my thing. Like, it's different than like disliking KD because KD's a
Yeah.
Snake.
Yeah.
exactly. But Steph's been there. Steph's balling.
Yeah.
Like,
It's because of Draymond and KD, really.
Yeah,
That's really why people don't like him. I think most of the people, you're going to get your Steph haters. But I don't think a lot of people have a problem with Clay.
but why do people hate Steph? Is it just because he shoots the basketball really well? Like, is that what it comes down to? Because he's not a mean
It's
guy.
going to sound dumb. Honestly, I think it's because he has a baby face.
just because he's
I really do.
Just because he looks like he's a 13-year-old.
Yes.
Banging
Yeah.
for
I really think that's why. And because anytime he makes a shot, they pan to his dad in the stands.
Dell's always
Yeah,
there.
Dell's always
What
there.
else does Dell have to do? Why don't they just have him like do some analyst stuff?
Dell?
Yeah, he's there anyway.
Doesn't he for the Hornets?
I guess.
I guess he
But I
could.
mean, if he's just there watching Steph, I mean, Let's hear what you gotta say. You know?
I'm actually part of the Clay hate fan club, and it's not because that.
What has that man done? What has he done?
It's just because I hate how good he is.
He
that's
rips
all.
our souls
He
out.
really
That's
is.
what he does.
Like just playing defense. I just hate his like face.
Like, think about how many times he's ripped the average fan's soul out.
Yeah.
Game 6, OKC.
Yeah.
I remember watching that game. I was like, yeah, they're gonna lose. 73 wins. They're gonna make the finals. No.
You think it's gonna be more Clay or more Steph tonight?
Clay.
Clay.
You think Clay's coming out hot?
What do you mean? Like all around or on offense?
Offense.
Clay.
For some reason, when it's the original like trio,
Mhm.
like Clay always shows up.
Yeah.
I agree.
But once KD comes and it's like ISO ball, then Clay disappears.
Once KD comes in, Clay, he has to move without the ball a lot.
Yeah.
And like with
I think because he absorbs, what is it, like, how many shots does he take a game? Like 20 at least? 22?
KD?
Yeah.
Oh, at least.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
But it's
At the very
KD.
least.
It's
Yeah.
KD.
Exactly,
He's gonna
but
get
it's just
his
like
shots.
either way, like, you're not taking, like, shots away from Steph, I guess, for Clay to take more shots, you know?
Is KD the best player on the team?
KD might be the best player in the NBA.
I
right
think he's the
now.
best player in the league.
Yeah.
To be quite honest.
Close.
I think it was him, Giannis.
I personally
Kawhi.
think Giannis.
You think Giannis is the
I'll
best?
save that for later.
I'm hesitant to put Giannis in there just because he doesn't have a jump shot.
I know his jumper, but stats.
His
Just-
stats, yes.
Just the stats are ridiculous.
He averages 30 and he can't make a jump shot. That is insane. That is insane. Like 2 steps, he's at the rim. Like, how are you going to defend that?
It's not even just that though. He's also the best defender in the NBA, or at least close to it.
Yeah.
Who's about to defend him this series?
Got to be Kawhi.
Kawhi,
Or Siakam.
of course. Yeah, Siakam might.
Do you think Kawhi's going to fare well against him? I think he might be a little bit too big for
I think
him.
it'd be a waste to put Kawhi on Middleton.
I agree.
Because I'd rather take my chances with Middleton. I know he's an
Yeah.
all-star. I'd rather take my chances with Middleton than when I know I could put Kawhi on Giannis and at least limit him in some way.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, it's the
But
claw.
at the same time, it's not like Giannis is like an ISO perimeter ball. Like, he is just full head of steam at the rim
Right.
and go from there. And, like, do you think Kawhi's going to be able to keep up with that? Is
Well,
my
then you
thing.
might want to put Siakam on him.
I guess, yeah. Siaka can run with him, but...
Yeah.
Your body.
Exactly, yeah.
I wouldn't even try and put Ibaka on him.
No.
No.
You think Gasol will get thrown on him at all for a minute?
Longest minute of
Test
his
out
life.
test out those rebounds.
Bring out the inhaler, man.
Oh, God.
I used to be a defensive player of the year.
Used to be an all-star. Not anymore. I will say for Marcus Gasol, he's still pretty good for them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Marcus Gasol coming off the bench? Come on,
Yeah,
now. That's great.
He's still good for them.
That is a great setup right there.
I think he's gonna dominate Brook Lopez.
You think so? It'll be a pretty even matchup. I mean, they're both similar players now, except Gasol's better on defense.
Yeah.
But the thing with Brook Lopez is I can't remember the last time he took a 2-point shot.
Yeah, I know. That's all he does is chuck threes.
I know. Like, and Gasol does that a little bit, but not nearly as much as Lopez.
But do you think? All right, so let's go back. Do you think Giannis is better than James Harden?
It's tough to say. I mean,
no.
Harden has a
I
better
don't
scoring
think
knack.
I would say no.
Yeah.
I mean, James Harden averaged 36 points this
Yeah,
year.
but the defense.
I want
The defense.
I want point guard James Harden back. That's how I feel about it.
That was actually pretty fun to watch.
By Chris Paul, like, turn the ball over as many times as you want, but go ahead and get 12 assists, get 13 assists. Like, I want to see that.
Yeah,
Get rid of Chris Paul. Like,
Yeah.
that confused me. Like that trade. I mean, it was a great trade at the time, but at this.
The Chris
they
Paul trade?
settled for the best All-Star they can get.
Yeah,
They're just like,
exactly.
oh, well, all we can get is Chris Paul, so like, let's just get him because we want to win championships right now. Like,
Yeah.
The contract is bad for Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's
But, like, we'll talk about the Rockets later,
Yeah.
okay.
That's
but we're kind of already on the Bucks-Raptors.
All right, let's go back to that.
Who do you think's going to win? I think it's going 7.
Raptors. That's my team right now. I can't root for anyone else. I'm gonna root for an East team. I'm rooting for the Raptors.
I think you could go either way, but I think Bucks in 6.
It's honestly a coin flip.
It is a coin flip though. I'm not gonna lie.
I think right now playing in series right now, like so counting out KD, I think Kawhi is the best player right now playing. He's
better than Giannis.
Right, I think he is playing out of his mind. That last series was unbelievable. The third most amount of points scored in the series,
Yeah.
that's unbelievable. The only Game 7 buzzer beater in playoff history.
What a shot!
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a shot like that?
He had time to watch the shot. Like, it was such a long shot, bounces 3 times. Like,
Have you ever seen a shot like that?
No.
Never.
Never.
Is
Never.
it?
I mean, Kobe. You used to see Kobe pop those shots.
Well, yeah.
Fadeaways from the corner, but
But just
Besides
how many
him, no.
bounces.
I think it bounced 3 times. I think it hit 1, like 2, 3, rolled in.
I think the best game winner ever is MJ '98 Finals.
Yeah, no doubt.
But this
He
is
didn't
pretty
push
close. Like, in terms of the shot itself, this is pretty close.
Yeah.
Just like how crazy the
That's
shot was.
It was a great. I couldn't imagine being there and just like sitting there and just like watching that shot bounce.
Thank God it was in Toronto.
Yeah.
If it was in Philly, I like the
True,
Raptors
I-
getting out of there.
Jesus. So true.
How about
Did you
Embiid
hear-
crying?
That's exactly what I was about to say. Yeah,
Yeah.
did you see him be crying? It was hilarious.
Yeah, I get it.
I think it was kind of for the cameras, low key.
I don't know. It seemed pretty genuine.
I don't know. It just seemed like him and his girlfriend were like, all right, let's stop in the middle of this tunnel and like cry to each other.
I mean,
like, come on, go to the locker room. Like, get out. I don't want to see that.
I mean when he cried in Gasol's arms.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah,
I didn't see that one you're talking about.
Yeah, him and his girlfriend are like in the tunnel, and she's like crying, and he's crying, and it's like, dude, this isn't the Notebook. Like, go to the locker room. Like, come on, man.
The Bachelor.
Yeah.
Actually.
This series is a coin flip.
Yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't
It's
be
gonna be.
surprised.
Good. I think it's gonna be the better of the 2 series.
definitely.
And I think either of these teams could beat the Warriors.
I do think that too.
If they stay healthy throughout the series, yes.
Yeah.
Hood's available for game 1.
And if this
Who is?
series,
Rodney Hood.
Oh, okay.
what's gonna really suck is if this series goes to 7 and the Warriors go to 4 and they're super
Yeah.
healthy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what's gonna suck because you let KD chill,
Yeah.
and that's what they don't want to happen. So let's pray that the Blazers push this
Yeah.
push
Yeah.
this far for an NBA chance.
I just think, like, it pisses me off on Twitter when people are like, same old Raptors. It's like, what are you talking about? It's Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah,
This is not the same old Raptors.
exactly.
They traded DeMar DeRozan for
Yeah.
Kawhi and Danny Green. Like, who's pretty good, actually.
But how obsolete is Kyle Lowry right now?
Well, it's typical.
Yeah. He's like a little kid in a backpack. Like
It's
just,
typical.
he's inside Kawhi Leonard's backpack right now, and Kawhi's just like, "Come on, Kyle, like we're winning games."
I know, it really frustrates me too, because like Kyle's always been a great.
In the regular season, Kyle
Yeah.
Lowry is a good point guard. As soon as it hits the playoffs, Kyle Lowry's like a baby. Like can't even do anything.
And it sucks because it makes the Raptors one-dimensional. as
Exactly.
And OG's coming back. That'll help him on defense.
hell.
I mean, that's not a game
And he-
changer, but
It also helps him
Three.
in the transition too.
yeah.
He's fast.
Gotta love those IU guys. I wish the Pacers would have drafted OG, honestly.
They had the choice.
Yeah, they had a chance. We don't have to get into
Had a
that.
chance.
You wouldn't rather like TJ Leaf
No.
or anything like
Oh,
that?
We don't speak of his name.
Let's pick the best white guy that's in the draft. That's our options.
God, I hated that night. Hated that night. But yeah, like I said, coin flip. I mean, who are the best players in the series? Like, who are the top 5 players in the series? Giannis, Kawhi. Either or.
3 of the 5 are coming from the Warriors. Like,
Well, in Bucks-Raptors.
oh, Bucks-Raptors
Yeah.
series. Okay.
Middleton, third.
Middleton 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
Siakam 4th.
Mm-hmm. 5th is
Eric Bledsoe.
That's what I was about to say. You wanted to say
Bledsoe or
Eric Bledsoe?
Lowry.
I don't think it's Lowry.
Yeah, I know he hasn't been here, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Bledsoe earning his paycheck.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
Bledsoe, yeah.
He's earning his paycheck
He's
big
playing
time.
hard.
Or is it Ibaka?
Nico.
Ibaka's so
Yeah.
impressive how he's still doing this.
He was so good on the Thunder.
Yeah.
Like that Thunder finals team, he was so good.
Yeah.
But it was unrealistic to ask him, okay, KD and Russ, are going to get theirs. You're the third guy. It's like, no. You had a third guy, you traded him.
Exactly. But they didn't really have any other option but to get rid of James Harden. Money-wise. I mean...
I hate looking back at that.
like,
because
money-wise, that's a nightmare because you can't pay them what you want to pay them.
And they wouldn't have Steven Adams right now.
Yeah.
But
I love Steven Adams.
it's James Harden.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't think James Harden and Russ could play together. I don't think Russ could play with James Harden, is what I mean to say.
Do you think if they had re-signed Harden, Russ would have got traded at some point?
No, because I think KD would have left. I think KD would have been like...
He would have left anyway?
Yeah, I think he would have left anyway. I really do.
But they would have been the Warriors. There would have been no Warriors. It would have been the Thunder.
I think KD, from like what you hear from like him talking about the Thunder and stuff, I think he really didn't like Russell Westbrook that much. I think he wanted to get away from him.
I mean, he's a sensitive guy.
He's a diva, dude. He's the biggest diva in the NBA.
Like, being serious, he's a sensitive guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
And, like, I mean, you saw the burner accounts. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know. Like, clapping back at fans.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
Get a life.
you're an NBA player. You're the best scorer I've ever seen.
Exactly. You just, yeah.
You don't need burner accounts.
Yeah.
Let's just move on to the Rockets then. I like James Harden.
Yeah,
I don't know why people hate the Rockets. You just hate the way they play?
Dude,
It obviously works.
It's like it's cool to hate these players that shoot the ball really well right now. It's like that's just how
Like Steph.
Yeah, that's just how the game's coming. Like, just let them shoot the ball. Like, that's how I feel.
I mean, like, I can see it because, you know, the Rockets are always trying, like, they were trying to expose people, or people were trying to expose them for flopping. But at the same time, I was sitting there and I'm just like, against the Warriors who always get their way.
Right.
I almost don't blame them.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to play a perfect game to beat them anyway.
Yeah.
The Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, if you're not getting any help from the refs, you don't have a chance.
But I think I think it's kind of easy to force a certain kind of style of defense on James Harden because
What do you mean?
like he just wants to play ISO ball the whole time. So you just force him up top, and you know what's gonna happen. Like he's gonna foul, or he's gonna make the bucket, or he's gonna miss the bucket, and we're gonna get the rebound and go.
He can score on anyone. Like, if he can score on Clay, he can score on anyone.
Exactly.
I think the ISO ball needs to dim down a little bit, though. Like, back when he was a point guard, or playing point, it was a little bit more evenly spread out. And they obviously weren't with Chris Paul, so they didn't have a Game 7, but I don't know.
CP disappointed me.
CP's the most disappointing. He's the most overrated point guard in the league.
He disappointed me.
He's toast, man.
Yeah, you want to back that up?
Right now, I think he's the most overrated point guard in the league. 100%.
Who's
Who's
number one, do you think? Steph?
number one point guard in the league? Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Or Russell. I mean,
Or Dame?
I think Dame's better than Russell. I think Russell's better than Dame. That's what I meant to say.
Okay.
I
think Dame's
personally,
better than Kyrie.
I personally like all point guards better than Russell Westbrook. Like personally, but he's better than most point guards besides Steph.
Yeah.
You know,
Russ is a better individual player.
I look at it with Russ and Dame. It's so close though, because they're so similar, and they both make the same shots, and they both average the same shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, 3 seasons triple double. Like
No, Russ. Yeah, no, I'm on the Russ
that's
band.
impressive. That is just
yeah.
I like Russ.
impressive.
Yeah.
Like, whether you're padding stats, whether you're like 20, like 3 seasons of triple doubles.
Padding stats, when people say that, it pisses me off. Like, this guy is in an NBA game.
Exactly.
You don't pad stats.
Yeah.
Steven Adams still averages like 12 rebounds.
Yeah.
So like, what's he doing? Just like, if he wants to give up a few to Russ, like, there's no issue in that. Like, let him do it. Like,
It takes away from the triple double
exactly.
when you say padding stats.
Yeah.
You don't pad stats and still average triple double.
Exactly.
Exactly. So you're gonna criticize Russell Westbrook for getting that extra rebound to get a triple-double over Devin Booker trying to force his way to 50 points 3 straight games in a row.
Right.
What's the difference there? Oh, what? Because Devin Booker is on a losing team?
Yeah.
No, that first triple-double season, he had to do it.
Yeah.
They were not making the playoffs. So he didn't. I mean, that was like war-torn team after what happened to them.
And then
what KD did to them.
The second season was like kind of forgot about, I feel like. And then this season, everyone's like, "Oh, he averaged 3," and you're just like, "What?
Yeah.
Did he really?" Like,
and honestly, could he do it again next year?
Most likely, yeah. I think he's shooting for 5, or just have his season, like his career totals, be a triple double. That'd be cool.
The only thing that worries me is every year he gets something done to his knee.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like, so Russ had a procedure done to his knee. Like, what?
I mean, honestly, I think he should focus a little bit more on his shooting with how bad that was this year.
Sure.
So I think he should put that above getting triple doubles.
I completely agree with that. If they want to like go far,
yeah.
Because PG balled. PG balled out. I love
until
watching
the
PG play.
Yeah.
Until the playoffs.
We are used to.
Yeah.
We are used to.
Yeah.
I got to get that shot. No, you don't. Do you think the Rockets' window is closed?
Yes.
I think it could reopen as soon as Chris Paul gets out of there. Like
that too.
When he leaves.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, they'd have to trade him.
Yeah, they have to trade him. I think they need a better wing scorer. I think go back to letting James Harden run the point guard. They need a wing scorer.
Chris Middleton. Perfect.
There you go. Yep, someone like Chris Middleton.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good because then you got
Capella down low, who's solid.
Yeah. You got an even spread.
Yeah.
But Capella sucked this series.
Yeah, he did. That was pretty.
I like PJ. I love PJ.
Yeah, I do like PJ.
Like that guy would play for the Pacers.
Yeah, great hustle.
I love that guy. Like they should have beat the Warriors last year. They should have.
Yeah, that was their only chance.
They should have. If Chris Paul doesn't get hurt, they probably do.
Exactly.
If they make 5 out of those 27 threes they miss, they win.
Yeah.
They win the game.
It wasn't like if they would have made like 3 of them, right? Like if they would have made like.
They lost by 9.
Oh. So I guess.
So if they make 4, they win.
Yeah. Oh, for 27.
Yeah.
Can't make 4 for 20. I think you could make 4 for 27. Like, I don't think I could make 4 for 27, but I think you could have a pretty good shot at it.
Maybe from the corner.
Yeah. I mean, some of those shots were open. I feel like missed like 12. They were like, let's just let him shoot this ball.
Well, people were up in arms when they let Ariza walk.
Yeah.
And it's like, you forgot this guy dropped 0 points in Game 7? Like, it's like, what have you done for me lately? Yeah. Chance to go to the finals. Probably win the title. You got me 0 points.
0.
You can go get your money. But I don't think their window's closed, to be honest.
You don't think so?
No.
What do they have to do for it to stay open then?
KD has to leave.
That's it. That's it.
KD has to leave. And Draymond has to leave. Because think about it. If KD leaves next year, and I think Cousins is leaving too.
Yeah, I think the rest of the league
I don't think Cousins is leaving. I think Cousins' worst move would be leaving.
So if you're the Warriors, would you rather keep Cousins or Draymond?
Depends on if Cousins will sign the same contract.
We'll say they both want the max. So I think
Cousins not gonna. If he wants,
they're both gonna want the max.
If Cousins wants a max after this season, he's ridiculous. He does not deserve a max. He showed nothing that deserves a max.
You know who would give him a max? The Lakers.
They would, yeah.
They would.
I can see it. Yeah, I can see it.
Speaking of bad owners, the Buss family. The entire Buss family.
Oh my god.
They don't get enough shit. They deserve more than they get. They've been terrible. They've not made the playoffs since Jerry Buss died. The Dwight Howard team. Was
Yeah,
the last time they made
what
the
season
playoffs.
was that?
2013.
Yeah, 12, 13.
Because that was the year Kobe got hurt.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was Steve Nash still on that team?
Yep.
Yeah. 'Cause Kobe was hurt, and it was Nash and
This is bad.
Powell and Dwight.
That was the worst Steve Nash I've ever seen. I think everyone hated watching. That was like watching a soccer player play basketball. Like, he did not belong doing that anymore.
It's like watching an old friend just like get ghosted. He's like, you love this guy. And he tries to get a ring. He tries to get something he wants, and it didn't work. It didn't work. I loved him on the Suns. Everybody did.
Yeah.
They were like.
You should have just stayed there. Never left.
Yeah. I
That
mean,
was a bad choice.
they were like the Rockets of this generation.
Yeah.
Just like constantly running into a better team. Like, but Amari got hurt a couple years.
Yeah.
If he didn't get hurt a couple years, they might have won. At least one.
Look at their coach, who their coach was.
Yeah.
Can't ever get over the hump, man. He's always just getting screwed.
I love that guy. Best coach without a ring
Yes.
right now. Mike D'Antoni.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Yeah. I
like-
can see it.
Who else?
You think he's going to get one?
I think he will.
I don't know.
Just think about it.
How many years has he got left in him?
I don't know.
I think you're just hoping.
You're just a disappointment.
I want to see something good happen to the man. Not, he didn't deserve 0 for 27.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault.
But if KD leaves, if KD and Boogie leave, the Warriors go back to what they had in
Yeah.
2015, which is still a championship team.
Yeah.
But
I think the rest of the league caught up to that team.
Exactly.
and I don't think you can't just take that one game 6 from last week and say, well, this is what it's going to be when KD leaves.
No.
It's one game.
Yeah.
It's one game. And CP didn't show up.
Do you think
Clint
Steph?
didn't show up.
Do you think Steph will just instantly go back to MVP race if KD's gone?
Good.
Like,
He
you
could.
think he's just going to be like again the best player in the league? I hope so because I loved watching that.
Yeah,
that
I
was
loved it
that was
too.
like great basketball to watch.
I liked it too. I think it will jointly be Clay and Steph's team.
Yeah.
I think Clay will catch up to Steph.
I think they're a better team without KD, but
Because Iggy's almost done.
yeah.
He has to, dude. He has to be almost done.
Like, he can still play D, but
How many seasons does he
He's
play
almost
now?
done.
What season is this for him?
he's 35, I think.
Wow.
Pretty old man.
Because Vince is on 22, right? This season 22.
Vince is the last player to play the 90s.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
That's messed up.
That's crazy to think about.
well, Dirk was, but Dirk retired.
Yeah, he's done now.
I think Andre came in 04. Because he played with AI a couple years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just think the Rockets aren't done yet. I mean, James Harden's not even 30 yet.
James Harden is not done yet.
Nah, man,
Not even
no,
close.
He's not.
But the Rockets.
At least this construction is, I think. This current construction.
Yeah.
Well, at least I think they'll keep Harden and Capella no matter what. But
Yeah.
I don't know about the rest.
Yeah.
I have
Chris,
no idea.
I think Chris Paul's just probably going to want to get traded to the Lakers. Just see what he can do there.
Just play with his friend.
Yeah, just play with his friend. I mean, because like, what's he really doing? Like, really,
Yeah.
what's he doing? Like, he's not playing very good basketball.
He gets injured all the time.
Yeah, he's injured all the time.
I mean, look, he had a chance on the Clips.
He did.
He had a real chance.
Yeah.
Blake Griffin's mad. Blake Griffin's playing mad because of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every time I see Blake Griffin do well, I'm just like, oh, I feel so sad for you, man. Like, you had it made in LA, and now you're just on the Pistons.
Yeah.
The Pistons.
That's like the trash dump of the Central Division.
It really, it's like Ragnarok, the dumping site. That's exactly what Detroit is, dude.
Hey, they were a playoff team.
I mean, yeah.
They got swept.
To be fair, I mean, they got a few titles in there, but
Being 8th seed in the East is like,
The Pistons were good for like 10 straight years in the 2000s.
yeah.
So, like, this makes sense. This is karma. This is what you get.
That's what you get.
This is what you get for the brawl.
dysfunction.
You suck. But yeah, I think their window's still open. Why not?
Because Chris Paul needs to go. You're wasting a position, in my opinion.
Who could you get?
Who could you get? I don't know, man.
If you don't trade him, who you getting?
Trade him for a pick.
I
Based on
assume
a
you're
pick.
getting Lonzo if you trade him to the Lakers.
I would love Lonzo. I like Lonzo Ball.
You couldn't get Ingram and Lonzo for
No.
Chris
Nah.
Paul.
I think for some reason the Lakers want to hold on to Ingram so hard. They just keep holding on to
It's the
him.
KD comp.
Yeah.
They can't get over the KD comp.
No, just
It's
get rid
like-
of him.
Let me show you KD.
Yeah.
This guy. 40 points.
Shoots the ball better than anyone in the whole NBA.
Look at KD. Look at Brandon.
Just
Any similarities?
because they look the same, they're lanky.
Yeah, just because they have the same body type.
No, they
Like,
can't do that.
Yeah, okay. Okay, fine. Whatever. Lottery is like 20 minutes away.
Let's go Bulls.
No. No. This part, this could be fun. I wanted to do this.
Okay.
For sure Hall of Famers in the league right now.
LeBron James.
Well, yeah. Here's how much free time I have. I went through every roster in the NBA to find the Hall of Famers.
Let's just start with the debate right away. Jokic. I think Jokic will be a Hall of Famer.
Yes,
I agree.
I think he will. You know what? I want to talk about Jokic. I want to talk about the Nuggets.
Alright.
I think Jokic is the top 10 player in the NBA.
Yes.
That'd be like top 7.
Give your top 10. Give your top 5. No, it doesn't have to be in order. It's on the fly.
Yeah, alright.
Steph, KD, LeBron, Kawhi, Giannis,
James Harden.
James Harden, Joel Embiid, Jokic. Jokic lands in my 8.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if I forgot anyone off the top of my head.
What do you think, Devin?
I mean,
That's
Booker's
tough.
super good. Like,
Booker's not top 10.
yeah,
Not yet.
I think he's a top 10 scorer.
Yeah, I was going to
He
say.
scores basketball really
He's
well.
a top 10 scorer.
Yeah.
Yeah. No particular order. I would have Giannis, LeBron, obviously. Damn, that is pretty tough. KD, sorry.
Forgot Dame.
Kawhi's got to be in there.
I guess I did forget Dame. Dame's better than Jokic.
Yeah, and I don't know, Steph, or is there someone I'm missing here? I feel like there's someone I'm missing.
Who's the best player in the league? Is it KD? I think KD's taking the
Right now, like,
To me, I find it such a toss-up. Like, I don't think you can label one player right now as the best player. Like, LeBron's fallen off.
Right. We might be entering that period, like, after Jordan retired. Like,
Yeah. I think
I don't know.
Giannis-
Didn't LeBron average more points this season than he has his whole career?
yeah, but it's just because they missed the playoffs. People knock him. That's the only reason.
But what, like, you think he's gonna make the playoffs with
Well, no.
Zubac as his starting center in the
He did it
beginning
to
of the
himself.
season?
That's the thing about LeBron. He did this to himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to make the playoffs this year.
I think if he didn't get hurt, they would have made the playoffs.
No, I think he should have stayed hurt longer. I think,
Better draft pick.
yeah, get a better draft pick because now they're last in the lottery. They have the 2% to get the lottery. Like, they're just gonna get like an all right player out of this.
Well, Adam Silver could pull the rabbit out of the hat. Yeah, the Lakers. Number 1 pick.
He's just peaks. Lakers.
And the number 1 pick is Lakers.
Clearly pulled out the biggest ball of all. It's like inside the whole thing is like one softball and one bunch of ping pong balls. Lakers have the softball.
I mean, if you said LeBron's still the best player, you wouldn't get any fight from me.
No, that's what exactly. It's such a toss-up. Like,
Yeah.
It's like LeBron and then who's after that? You know, like who's also won with LeBron? I think
Well,
it's
like-
KD.
I think the last 2 years he was in Cleveland, all the way through his Miami and second Cleveland, he was the best player in the league.
Oh yeah,
And you couldn't debate it.
exactly.
Now I think you can debate it.
I do agree.
I agree.
And I think Giannis is going to be the next generational.
I think Giannis will be the next face of the NBA.
Yeah,
I think so.
because KD's window is closed because he's, 31?
People dislike him.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
not just that.
I think
it's
that's
just-
what it's gonna come down to. I think because I think he still can score the ball.
Yeah.
like better
Oh.
than anyone in the
Yeah.
NBA. Like
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
not
his
even
age.
close.
And like with the way the game's going, age is like he's gonna keep shooting the ball.
Mhm.
He's just gonna take less contact and keep shooting the ball. So like he could just get better. Who
His
knows?
prime is nowhere near over.
No.
No, I think he still has
No.
5 more years of prime, maybe 3.
Like, it's just that Giannis is 24, so he's gonna be here a long time.
Yeah. Like Giannis, has Giannis even hit his prime?
That's the scary part.
I don't think anyone knows because he like you don't see him like getting a better jump shot. You don't see like that. You just see him dominating. So like
Jokic has not hit his prime.
Yeah,
Jokic and they were still the number 2 seed.
Yeah. I would say Giannis has not hit his prime because he's so significantly better than he was last season.
You could argue that he's the most improved player in the NBA every single year he has been in the league.
That's what I said about Jokic on one pod. I was like, does he count for most improved? Because he almost averaged a triple-double.
Yeah.
Low key. He's the best player on the second best team in the West.
Yeah. And he averaged the most assists in the playoff as a center.
Yeah. I think he may have averaged a triple-double in the playoffs. He was unbelievable in the playoffs. Yeah. Especially in the Portland series.
That Fort overtime game where he was just like...
Felt bad for him.
Do you guys think we can get an oxygen tank out there? Jokic? He looks like he's struggling.
He didn't look good.
He could. He would have been fine if that game ended at a loss, and that's probably regular time. You think? He looked like he was not happy.
Well, what game was that? Game 4? Game 3? Game 4.
Game 4.
Yeah. I remember that game. I watched that whole game.
I did not watch that whole game.
I was so tired.
I regretted it.
What time did it end?
Like 2:30.
Yeah, it was 2.
Well, the last 4 overtime game was the Blazers game where Nurkic broke his leg. I watched that game, so I don't like staying up for those games. Stuff happens, man.
You see stuff you don't want to see.
Oh, it's 3 a.m. and I just saw some bones sticking out of her leg.
Okay. Let's go through this list here. Let's just go through the for sure Hall of Famers.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you who I have for sure in the Hall of Fame. And just if you disagree with any, just say something.
Okay.
Right. Vince Carter.
Yeah, got no issue with that.
Kyrie.
Maybe.
Kawhi. Oh, you want to stop at Kyrie?
I think you could stop at Kyrie.
Yeah.
I don't think Kyrie's a for sure Hall of Famer yet.
I don't think so either.
Game-winning shot of the finals.
He has an iconic moment. So does Steve Kerr. And he's not a Hall of Famer.
No.
I think by the Tracy McGrady rule, he would...
That's not a great comparison, but...
By the Tracy McGrady rule, he would be a Hall of Famer.
But what's the Tracy McGrady rule?
Just that, Tracy McGrady shouldn't be a Hall of Famer. Just because,
He shouldn't have been first ballot.
Definitely should have been first ballot.
No.
He can score the basketball really well. But at the same time, Kyrie, I don't think he's done enough. I think he needs to get a championship, another one. And
I don't think he can be your best player.
I don't think he can. I mean, the Celtics have shown that he can't be your best player.
Yeah, they need to ditch that dude.
I don't know. I think they need to get rid of one of those really good young players and get a better player.
See, I'm on the opposite side. I think they should get rid of Kyrie and then stick with what they got.
Just let Kyrie walk.
Yeah.
And just, where's he going to go? I mean, because, Kyrie added to one of these teams that, were just in the previous round too, so count these last 6 teams. If he went to any of those teams, I think they would be a championship squad. You know what I'm saying?
If he went to the Bucks.
Yeah, if he went to the Bucks, that'd be crazy.
You trade Kyrie to the Jazz.
That'd be nice.
I don't think he would go, but I think that would be...
I wish Gordon Hayward was still on the Jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I have the Gordon Hayward jersey.
Yes. The hometown man.
Yeah.
The hero.
Yeah.
I love Gordon Hayward.
Yeah,
Who doesn't love Gordon Hayward?
Yeah, I still do.
He almost had the greatest shot in the history of basketball.
Terry Rozier doesn't seem to be too happy with Gordon Hayward. He wants to leave though.
He is gone.
Yeah.
There's a guy for the Suns.
Yeah, that's been debated, yeah.
That'd be nice.
Terry.
If you get Zion.
Do you think Terry Rozier is a starting point guard though?
I don't know, man.
I think he could be.
I think on a team,
we haven't seen him from what we've seen him start. I mean, he does pretty well.
I think on a team like the Suns, who are going to be bad next year, he could be a placeholder.
Do you put him in a bad position or a good position, though? Because, like, if you put him on the Pacers, I think he could do pretty well.
That's what I was about to say. Would you like to see him on the Pacers?
Yeah.
I would love to see him on the Pacers.
No, I wouldn't.
Why? You don't think that him and Collison just running really fast would not be fun?
Collison's gone.
You think he's out there?
Yeah, I think they're not.
I think eventually they're going to give the keys to Holiday,
Eventually.
which is what I want.
But I wouldn't be, I'm not arguing if they somehow pull Kemba.
That's what I want.
That.
I'm not arguing, so.
You have Kemba on this list, right? Back to this list. You have Kemba.
He's on the
this
debate, yeah. We'll get to Kemba.
I love some Kemba Walker.
If we could get him. The problem is Herb Simon doesn't like to spend money. And Kemba's going to want a max, and he should want a max.
He really should.
I think we should sign him to a max. The one time, I mean, we've had all this money for so long now. Well, at least since Paul George left, and
yeah,
the one time you actually have somewhat of a chance because he's already in a small market. That's not going to matter to him.
No.
So, I don't know. I just think you throw everything you can at him.
What's his incentive to go back? Honestly,
Nothing.
He doesn't. I don't think he's going to.
they made the playoffs twice.
And they were low seed.
The best player he's ever played with was Al Jefferson. To be fair, Al Jefferson had one really good year.
Yeah, he did have a really
Well,
good.
he's playing with Tony Parker now, so.
Stop, Michael Kidd. No.
Malik Monk.
Oh, Michael could kill. Malik Monk's good.
I think he can
MKG.
develop.
MKG can't shoot the basketball.
No.
He really can't. I think Ben Simmons could probably shoot the ball better than
Hey,
MKG.
come on. Come on now. Have some respect. Come on. At least MKG had somewhat of an excuse. He's had a shitload of injuries. But, like,
You should be able to shoot the ball better after injuries.
I'm just saying, not for his shot. I'm just saying overall.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
I mean, he was the second pick.
Yeah.
But
It's all defense.
MJ's the GOAT. Not a good owner.
He's not the GOAT owner, that's for sure.
No. Even the owner has to suck.
Yeah.
But let's go back to the list.
Yeah.
I had Vince Carter, Kyrie. No problems with Vince Carter?
No Carter's, no.
Kyrie? We said Kyrie.
Yeah, I don't think Kyrie's a Hall of Famer yet.
Do you think he can be?
Possibly. Who knows?
Well, let's look at his resume. Okay.
Well, compare his resume to Chris Paul, because I, in my opinion, I think Chris Paul's overrated.
His whole career?
No.
I mean, yeah.
Dude, he balled out.
Chris Paul
With the Hornets, he was
led the
just
league in steals 6 times.
Okay, a good defender.
on the Hornets. I mean, he didn't have.
That
shit with
doesn't,
him.
just because you're a good defender doesn't mean you're going to be in the Hall of Fame.
And the Clippers though.
I don't think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. I guess I'll say that much.
Chris Paul.
Chris Paul. Not a first ballot Hall
He
of Famer.
is a first ballot Hall of Famer.
I think
No.
Kyrie is the second or third.
I think...
Bobby, when you're talking about the best point guards of our lifetime,
Chris Paul.
who is it?
Steph Curry.
It's Steve Nash. Jason Kidd. Steph Curry. Russ. Chris Paul is in there.
Yeah.
I think Chris Paul's overrated. His stats this season, like,
You're wrong.
his stats don't, he doesn't get better. That's proven.
Well,
That
he's
is
old
proven.
now. He's old.
You are wrong.
He's just as good as when he came into the NBA.
Whoa!
Gotta give him some slack. He's old.
No.
Man. He's an old man.
You're saying he hasn't gotten any better since he came into the NBA.
Let's look it up.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. Look, I wouldn't say I'm a Chris Paul fan, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and let you slander them. Okay, Chris Paul, 9-time All-Star. He's made the All-Star. He made the All-Star team every year from 08 to 16.
That doesn't mean that he's worthy of it.
9-time All-Star is enough to get him in the Hall of Fame.
He averaged 18 points and only 9 assists on his career.
Right.
Sometimes it's not always about the score.
How is that
There
good?
are guys in the Hall of Fame with much less than that.
That is true.
Yeah, Reggie Miller.
Don't.
Oh,
Dude,
We're not
that's-
going through this.
That's
No,
truth,
no.
but we don't have to go down that road.
No, we don't. Because you will lose. I will not let you win. The show will end.
I'm just
He's
saying,
made the first team 4 times.
Dude, that's because he's overrated. That's what I keep saying, is people think Chris Paul is this good. He's just not. Like, he's just not. He's just not the best point guard in the league.
I'm not saying he is.
Right now, he's not, definitely.
No.
But yeah.
And he would never will be again.
No.
I'm
But
just
like,
saying at some
you
point
just try
he
to
was.
toss him in the same category as Steve Nash and Jason Kidd. And
For our lifetime.
no.
At one point, it was CP3 and Darren Williams. That's what I remember.
That just means that the NBA is full of bad point guards. That doesn't mean that they're really good. That means that was bigger. In that time, you have better power forwards, better centers, and stuff like that.
Well, yeah.
Listen
In
to
the
this
league of the
consistency.
point guards, Chris Paul is nothing. Like, that's all I'm saying.
Listen to this consistency. Okay.
Are you just gonna read these stats that he's the same stats for his whole career?
Consistency.
It's the same stats his whole career. He's not getting better.
He's made the playoffs every year since 2011. Like, if he's not on the Clippers, they are not a contender.
I mean, they could have had someone else, but yeah, I guess.
If he's not on the Rockets, are they challenging the Warriors?
If they have a wing scorer that's just as good as Chris
I
Paul,
didn't think
if
this
not
would
better,
happen
then
today. I didn't think I'd have to do this today. To be honest. Defend Chris Paul. I wasn't prepared to do that. I didn't think I'd have to.
I just think Chris Paul's overrated. That's my opinion.
Okay. We'll leave it there.
I just think.
Alright. But you think he's getting in the Hall of Fame? He will get in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, just because people end up in the Hall of Fame that shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
The problem is it's the Basketball Hall of Fame. It's
Yeah.
not the NBA Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
There needs to be an NBA Hall of Fame.
Like there's Indiana high school players that are in the same Hall of Fame as
Yeah.
Michael Jordan. Just ridiculous.
No. Well, Michael Jordan could get his own building.
Yeah.
Be like, this is the Michael Jordan building. These are all the other players. Next on the list, Kawhi.
Yeah.
He will be.
I think he will be.
I think if Kawhi didn't get his injury, he'd be people would think he's probably a top 3 player in the NBA.
Would he still be on the Spurs if he didn't get hurt?
I don't think he likes Pop. For some reason, I think him and Pop didn't like each other.
Do you think the injury was just an excuse to demand a trade? Or do you think it was coming, no matter what?
I don't know.
I still don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't think anyone knows.
No.
Nobody knows with Kawhi.
Yeah.
Kawhi could retire tomorrow and be like, that makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, did you see the press conference where they were like, Kawhi, that was the first buzzer beater in Game 7 history, and he just didn't even smile. He's just next question.
I'm surprised he
That's
showed
cool.
emotion after he made the shot.
Yeah,
He was screaming.
yeah.
It's Jesus. I imagine there was no sound coming out. He was just making faces. Pau Gasol.
I think Pau Gasol's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Maybe not first ballot, but he's up there.
I think he's first ballot just because of his Olympic career.
Yeah.
I mean, Spain's been the second best team for forever. Plus, he was the second best player on those Lakers teams
Yeah.
that won the chips. They got to 3 straight finals, actually. Tony Parker. Yes.
Can't
Yes.
argue with that one.
Absolutely.
Dwight.
I think yes, man. He was.
I think his prime was too good.
It was too good. He led that Magic team to a finals.
I mean, he is a cancer.
He's a locker room cancer.
The game changed on him, to be fair.
yeah, I think it was after the game changed that he became like that.
Yeah.
The game changed on him when he went to the Rockets.
That's true.
Not when he went to the Lakers.
That was bound to fail.
That
That was bound to fail.
What did he expect? Did he just think he was going to be Shaq?
think he thought it was
did
gonna
he
be
think
fun.
Kobe was going to be like, oh, you're just Shaq wearing number 12?
I honestly
No.
think he thought, it's LA. I get to play with Kobe. It's going to be fun. I don't think he knew how crazy Kobe was.
Yeah, I don't think he was ready for it.
No.
I don't think Kobe was ready for it either.
No. I mean, we've all heard the stories about Kobe. And that's why he's so good.
Yeah,
Because he's so crazy.
exactly.
Russ.
I don't see how you can.
Obviously, it's first ballot.
Is Russ the best player without a ring right now? I think it's James Harden.
It's debatable.
The best player without a ring.
After this
Who
last
would
season,
be? I mean, yeah, Russ, James Harden, Paul George.
People
Paul
forget
George
Kawhi
is
has a
up
ring.
there.
I'm not counting Kevin Durant, so
Yeah,
Kevin Durant.
he doesn't have a ring.
but yeah, I guess it would be Russ.
Chris Paul. It's like Russ or James Harden. Anthony Davis.
I mean, Anthony Davis is like, he's great, but I mean, he's just on a team by himself. He's always been on a team by himself.
I gotta give it to Harden, I think.
Yeah,
Steph.
Yeah, no.
obviously, it's
Yeah.
the best shooter of all time.
KD. Yes.
Yeah.
Clay.
I think Clay could be debatable.
Yeah, I think if Clay wants to be a first ballot Hall of Fame, he has to be on a team by himself.
You think Clay? I think Clay's coming back. I don't think he's leaving.
Golden State?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's staying.
I don't know where this Lakers rumors are coming from.
As long as he doesn't
He wouldn't do it.
lowballed or anything, I don't think he's leaving.
I think he would compromise and take less money, low-key. I don't think Clay really cares. I think he just wants to keep winning rings with the Warriors.
So I think KD's done taking less money.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
he's gonna want the max.
And that's going to cause issues
Yeah.
for the Warriors.
LeBron, yes.
Yeah.
Obviously.
James Harden, yes. Chris Paul, yes.
No.
Okay, here's the debate. This could be a fun part.
All right, here we go.
Al Horford. Is Al Horford a Hall of Famer?
Yes, but late ballot.
Yeah.
It might take him like a long time to get in.
Yeah.
It'll take some years. He might not be alive when he gets in.
Jesus.
Wow.
Dark turn.
No, I do think that like his career overall is just very consistent. Great defensive player, great offensive player, great leader. He's pretty much everything you want in a player.
You could put him on any team.
Oh, he'd strive on any team.
Yeah.
Or thrive.
But the thing with him is, what are you going to remember him for?
Defense.
Defense?
He's good at defense. I mean, he clamped Giannis up for one game.
You know what I'm going to remember him for? Shutting down Embiid last year.
Yeah.
Absolutely shut him down.
Yeah.
He shut down Giannis one game.
Yeah.
Nobody had done that all season.
No.
He did it one game. I give him props. That's an old Al sticking up one game.
Gordon Hayward.
No.
Not yet.
No.
Could he be?
No.
Maybe.
He doesn't, in my opinion, make as much of an impact. I think he's like a second all-star on a team. If not, like, third.
I think he needs to leave the Celtics if he wants any chance at the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
The Hall of Fame's tough because, like,
You
you
get
can't
him.
just call a guy a Hall of Famer. Like, you
Yeah.
realize what you're saying?
Yeah.
You're saying he's one of the greatest players ever.
But they do it, though.
Yeah, like the word superstar. Paul George is not a superstar.
Chris Paul's not a superstar.
Not anymore. No. He was at one time.
Bullshit. All right, I'm going to get off the Chris Paul topic.
Like, who are genuine superstars right now? LeBron,
Kevin Durant.
Kawhi,
James Harden.
Giannis, Steph.
Is Steph a superstar right now? Because Steph's just like...
I guess.
Yes, I think he
You
is.
think he still is?
Russ,
Russ, yeah.
Obviously. He's a diva.
AD,
No.
not a superstar.
I
Yeah.
think his talent-wise is, but I don't think he's like... I don't know. I feel like superstar comes with more of like...
I lost a lot of respect for AD this year.
Yeah.
A lot of respect.
I feel like if you're a superstar, you have to have like that takeover ability, you know?
Just like take over a game.
Yeah, where like you're winning this game just because like Steph, he's about to drop 33 and a half. Like,
Yeah.
that's just like,
Yeah,
You
I
have
don't
to
think
have
AD
that-
can do that.
he just can't.
Yeah.
I mean, like we haven't seen him do it yet, I guess. It could be because he's on a bad team. But
That's fine.
I think it also
Nothing against him.
He's a
Yeah.
big man too, though. It's
Yeah.
a little bit more difficult to score.
Embiid
Well,
does it,
yeah, I
though.
guess
Embiid
Embiid
does it.
does.
Embiid takes games over. Like, Embiid will finish with like 46 and 14, and you're just like,
But is he a superstar?
not yet. I think one more season of what he just did, he could be a superstar.
Who's your first team? We're getting off topic. Who's your first team center this year? Is it Jokic or Embiid?
Jokic.
Yeah. It's got to be the Joker.
I think Jokic has just played so well the past few seasons and like just been overlooked that he has to just get recognition.
They can say they don't consider the playoffs, but they consider the playoffs. Yeah. Like I think Giannis is gonna win MVP now.
I don't think so. I think James is gonna get it again. He averaged like how many was it like 36 regular season points?
They would not have made the playoffs if not for him.
Oh no.
Because Clint got hurt, Chris got hurt, everybody got hurt.
Yeah, so he was like 36 a game. Let's do it.
This is crazy, man. That stretch was insane.
It was great to watch, honestly. Like I love watching him shoot the basketball like that.
That's another thing about the people. They're just like, I hate to watch him play. It's so boring to watch him play.
James Harden just scored 60. Yeah, whatever.
I hate watching him play because he just like dribbles around anyone who wants to guard him. Like they have to foul him. Like they literally have to.
His little floater from like 5 feet away.
Oh, it's
automatic.
It really is. Like if he gets it off, it's in.
Yeah, it's automatic. The step back. Is it a travel? I don't know.
Yeah.
But he makes it every time.
Yeah.
Embiid, Hall of Fame. Could he be a Hall of Fame?
I think these next two are too early to say.
Yeah.
When it's all said and done, I do think Embiid will likely be a Hall of Famer.
I agree. I
If
think
he doesn't get hurt.
If he doesn't get hurt.
exactly. I agree with that.
Think Ben Simmons could be a Hall of Famer? I don't think so.
It's a
I
touchy
think it's a
topic.
flip of the coin with him.
Yeah.
I really don't.
He has to improve.
It doesn't seem like he just really cares that much.
Yeah.
He's just like going through the motions, like, oh, I just got a triple double. Like,
Yeah. I think Jared Dudley was right. He's a half court player.
oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
He's very average in the half court.
yeah. He's a transition player. That's what Dudley was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
I
you're
agree.
not wrong.
I agree. It's
Maybe
easy
that's
to
why he pissed Ben off. He's like,
Yeah.
well, he's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna run transition all game. Let's just show him like, and that's what he did too. That game that he like showed him, he just dunked the ball a bunch of times like in transition, and it was like,
It's the game after that. It's like you motivate the guy, you see why he's the number one pick,
yeah,
and then he's like, all right, now you can see what I can do. And then the next game he goes back to the average.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say, I think the one thing that irritates me about the 76ers is, like, the arrogance they play with. Like, have you won anything? No.
No.
All right. like, I don't know. Just the way they play. Like, Simmons always acts like he's so tough, but, dude, you guys haven't won anything.
I love Jimmy Butler though.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
He gets a pass for me.
I
'cause
agree.
No matter where he plays, he's going to be the same player.
I feel so sorry that he goes to like, he's on the Timberwolves and dealing with two drama queens, and then goes to the Sixers and deals with two people who just really don't try that hard in basketball. Like, Joel Embiid tries really hard, and he does really well when he wants to, but at the same time, like, during warm-ups, he's like...
And he could break his foot at any minute.
Yeah, he's just, like, watching TV on his phone and shit, like, during warm-ups, like, not really caring.
Do you remember last year he was eating a vine of grapes on the court?
Yeah, dude, he was watching Rick and Morty while laying on the bench. There's people shooting. Like, JJ Redick talks about how he'll, like... JJ Redick shoots for, like, an hour and a half before the game. And during that, like, Joel is eating in the locker room, like, taking a nap, like, just having himself a time.
Well, to be fair to Embiid, he can physically overpower anyone.
Yeah.
And he started playing basketball when he was, like, 17?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, let's think about Siakam. He's only been... I listened to... He was on the Woj pod.
Mm-hmm.
He's only been playing basketball for 10 years.
That's crazy.
Like...
that's ridiculous.
And he
wish
should have been
I
an
was,
all-star
like,
this year.
6'10", dude. Like,
Yeah.
God, I've been playing basketball my whole life.
And the guy's, like, probably going to be an all-star next year.
Yeah.
In year 11 of playing basketball. Like, Jesus.
Where were you at in year 11 of playing basketball? I was like
Junior year of high school.
16, yeah, 17. Like,
Playing
that's
CLC
BS.
League.
Yeah. CLC League averaging like 4 and 4. You're just like 10 years of basketball.
Jimmy Butler. Could he be a Hall of
Yes,
Famer?
Hall of Famer.
You think he's a Hall of Famer?
I think he needs to get a ring.
I don't know. I love the guy. I
I
don't
think
know
I
though.
just like him too much, maybe.
I mean, his two-way play is just crazy, but
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It's debatable for sure.
I just think he works so hard on the court.
He does.
Yeah.
He's like hands down the hardest worker when he's on the court.
He's like Russ in that way.
Yeah. And then he's like Jokic, how he's playing the minutes. Like he'll just back it up with minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard someone on the radio the other day say that he's 34 in basketball years because of Thibs.
Probably not far from the truth.
Yeah.
Luol Deng's like 55.
Yeah, I know.
Luol Deng is on the Wolves roster, but
He's
No.
not. He's not there.
no. If you're the Sixers, do you keep Jimmy or Tobias?
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Jimmy?
I don't think Tobias.
I love that team though. Like that's a good team. Like
Is it?
I like it. I like that team.
That team get to the finals? I
If
don't think
Ben
so.
Simmons tries a
Not
little
as-
harder.
Not as Brown as a coach.
Yeah, maybe.
So who should be the coach?
I don't know. I don't have an
Things, I
answer.
don't know. Coaches are.
You think if Brad Stevens coaches that team, they get to the finals? Or at least get to the conference finals? I don't think...
I don't think Brad Stevens is gonna like lose the Celtics job.
Well, no. I'm just saying like somebody like Brad Stevens.
I think Brad Stevens could coach anyone to the conference finals.
Yeah.
I agree.
What if Boylan was their coach?
Yeah, we wouldn't make the
Yeah.
playoffs. What if Igor was the coach?
Igor.
Igor gonna fix the jump shot.
They'd get a lottery pick if Igor was their coach.
They have a 14% chance.
Yeah.
Marc Gasol.
Maybe.
That's tough. Again, international career.
What if he gets a ring this year? Then it goes up a little bit.
It goes up a lot, I think.
Yeah.
Defensive player of the year, former. Changed his game in the middle end of his career.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He was the best player on some pretty good Grizzlies teams.
Yeah.
Do you think he stayed in the Grizzlies too long for his career? Like to be considered a Hall of Famer? Like if he would have left the Grizzlies sooner, do you think he would have been a Hall of Famer? For sure.
Depends where he would have went.
Because he also played like, what was it, like 4 straight seasons with like that terrible Grizzlies squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the last time they made it was when Kawhi destroyed them.
Yeah.
And they were still they weren't contenders, but they always made noise.
Yeah.
They were only contenders.
That 1 year.
Yeah, only for a couple of years.
There was 1 year that they took everybody by surprise, I remember.
But that team it's not a well-run team. Like, they traded Rudy Gay for nothing. Like, Rudy Gay was perfect on that team.
When they
They gave Mike Conley an ungodly amount of money.
I mean, they had good O.J. Mayo and Rudy Gay and Mike Conley, and yeah.
I think he's a Hall of Famer.
You think so?
Yeah.
Definitely?
I think he's the best player in Grizzlies history.
Yeah. Well, at least for now.
Wow.
Mike Conley might overtake that eventually, but not right now.
Respect to Zebo.
Yeah, respect to that whole grit and grind squad, man.
Respect to Powell, too. Powell's pretty damn good on the Grizzlies. Yeah, the grit and grind squad, they were fun to watch.
They're all going to be in the Grizzly Raptors. Or Raptors, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I
think
mean,
Zebo already is.
Yeah, Zebo and Tony Allen are both getting their numbers retired.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Kevin Love.
I miss fat Kevin Love.
Yeah.
I miss Timberwolves Kevin Love.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Big old Kevin Love.
The guy was a fantasy basketball god.
Yeah.
The problem with Kevin Love here is I see a bunch of seasons on a terrible team averaging big numbers, and then I see him getting absolutely shut down by Thaddeus Young. And
Well, like last year when we should have beat him in the playoffs, he had no bearing on the outcome of that
No.
series. But neither did Miles Turner.
no.
So they canceled each other out. I think he gets in.
It might
Not
take
first
a while.
ballot. Just pure numbers.
I hate how easy it is to get in the Hall of Fame because I don't think he should. Like, I really don't think he should.
It just
Maybe he doesn't. I don't know.
like Chris Webber, one of my favorite players. He's not in the Hall of Fame. That guy's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he's better than Chris Paul was.
Actually, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
I think Chris Webber was better than T-Mac.
Yes, 100%.
But it's because Chris Webber got trouble. It's because it's the Basketball Hall of Fame. He got in trouble in college, so the writers can hold it
Yeah, he
against
called
him.
it timeout. That's it.
Yeah, and he called it timeout. He was the best player on what should have been a championship team, the Kings. Like, and if he didn't get hurt, they probably would have won a title. We can talk about that some other day. He's a Hall of Famer. Blake Griffin.
Oof.
It's tough. I gotta say, yeah.
I think Chris Paul leaving killed his career. Like, they had it set. Him, Chris Paul, and DeAndre were nice. I liked that mix. Those three together.
Do you remember when they blew the 3-1 lead to the Rockets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
I think they could have beat the Warriors that year. So that was the Warriors' first title.
Yeah.
The freaking best team that is just terrible. That was terrible in the playoffs. They were just bad.
They were.
Yeah.
I mean, something always happened. Like Chris Paul.
I think it's just Chris
hamstring.
Paul. He's just like bad luck.
Chris Paul hammy, Blake Griffin knee.
Broken hand.
Yeah, they
Broken
never caught a break.
No.
There's always
I think
something
Blake
wrong.
Griffin's better now than he was on the Clippers, though.
Yeah, I think
Like,
it's
he just had a really good season.
Yeah.
I think it's his shooting now. He's got that shooting, and he's got that little dribble move.
Yeah, his handles are nice. His handles are nice.
He's always been able to handle the ball.
Yeah.
He's always been a good passer.
Like to the extent he is now. It's
Yeah,
fun
where
to
he
watch
does
it.
like dribble pull ups like behind the 3-point line. Like,
yeah,
that's nice. I like to see it.
People forget how good that guy was.
Yeah.
Like before injuries started to pile up. Like he was so athletic. He did not jump over a car though.
No.
He can't jump over a car right now.
He did not jump over
he
a
didn't.
car.
He jumped over the hood
he
of
jumped
the
over
car.
the hood of the car.
I thought he was gonna jump over the sunroof.
Yeah, that would have made more sense.
I was like, shit, this guy's gonna
You think
jump over a car.
Zion probably could do that? Jump over the
Yes.
sunroof. Yeah.
I think Aaron Gordon could.
I think Zion
I
could
forget about Aaron Gordon
leap
sometimes.
a tall building in a single bound.
A short building.
Superman. I think he could outrun a speeding bullet. He's faster than a speeding bullet.
I don't know how it just freaking.
Do you think they're gonna force Zion to lose weight, or like, what are they
think-
gonna do with it? Are they just gonna roll with it? So
I think he's got to lose some weight. Like,
Is he fat?
no, but that's a lot of weight on your knees and
knees
stuff like that.
when you're that explosive.
Yeah, you're gonna hurt some stuff.
Because he's probably 300 pounds.
285.
Which means he's probably 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Because they lie all the time.
Yeah.
Like KD's 7 feet.
Yeah, he's not 6'9".
Come
He's
on.
not even close to
Come on.
6'9".
He's 7 feet. He's 7 feet without shoes. What were we talking about? Who were we just talking? Zion.
Yeah. I asked if you think they're gonna force him to lose weight, or if they're gonna have him cut or do it. What do you think they're gonna do?
I think it depends who he goes to. Like if he goes to the Knicks, they're just gonna say.
They're just gonna trade him. They're not gonna do anything.
Assuming
with
the
it.
Knicks are smart for once and don't trade him, they're just gonna say, "Do whatever you want."
Yeah,
There's
probably.
like, hey, Zion, Dennis Smith, let's see how many alley oops you guys can toss up this season. Like, just,
That's how you break a leg.
just jump as high as you can.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, like, what's LeBron's weight? 240?
250.
240, 250?
Yeah.
yeah,
I'd say get down to that weight.
I agree. I think he needs to cut weight.
I think he's a little bit too high. If you get there, then he'll have...
How do we get to Zion?
I don't know.
We're talking about Blake Griffin.
Yeah, we was
Blake
talking about
Griffin.
Blake Griffin jumping over a car.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Zion could jump over a car.
Yeah.
Zion could definitely jump over the car. He'd
He'd
probably jump over a
semi-truck.
truck. Oh yeah, he'd probably jump over a truck.
Yeah.
I honestly think he could have a chance jumping over like a Honda Ridgeline truck, something like that, some small truck that he could get over the bed.
Chevy Avalanche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jump over it.
Toyota Ranger, he just jumps over the bed of the Toyota Ranger.
You think he could jump over my CRV?
Most likely, yeah.
I think he could.
Yeah.
I'd let him too.
He'd clear my Civic 100%.
Yup. What? Let's talk about Zion, like, seriously. What do you... Like, in our lifetime, the top prospects have been... Like, Blake Griffin was supposed to be... I mean,
Kevin Durant, too.
Kevin Durant is probably the best.
Yeah.
Odin.
Greg Oden, yeah. I would throw Greg Oden in there.
Hansborough.
No.
Dude, Hansborough in college was the best college
In
player.
college.
But that's all you have to go off of at that point.
Yeah, but his game was not going to translate. Everybody saw that except Larry Bird. What?
It's I don't know.
Lottery?
Justin sent a thing, said Lakers, Knicks, Grizzlies, or Pelicans.
It's a lot of teams.
What is he talking about?
Not the Lakers.
Why are the Lakers and Grizzlies?
If the Lakers get Zion, it is fixed. There needs to be an FBI investigation. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I don't think they're gonna get him.
Did you hear the theory about the Ewing draft that David Stern was wearing like thermal glasses?
No, what?
Because they did something with the envelope. Like,
The
we've all
bag.
heard the frozen envelope, right?
Yeah.
Like the heated envelope.
Mhm.
The thermal glasses.
That's something.
That was new.
Yeah, that's new.
That was new. But, like, Blake Griffin, KD, Anthony Davis. I'd put John Wall in there.
Yeah.
Derrick Rose.
John Wall was definitely.
Yeah. DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah. Just, like, surefire, these guys. are
Kyrie
gonna be
Irving.
good.
Kyrie coming out of Duke was.
Yeah.
He played 4 games for Duke.
I don't count LeBron because I don't remember LeBron
Yeah.
in high school.
Yeah, me neither.
But I think Zion could be as good as KD was.
I think
At
these
Texas.
top 3 guys for this draft pick are like some of the best that we've seen in a long time.
We know who the top 3 picks are going to be.
Yeah.
Unless like an Anthony Bennett situation pans out.
Oh my god.
Which didn't make sense.
I
at
could
the
see
time.
someone picking Hunter from Virginia, like right off the bat,
Or
like top 3.
Cam Reddish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Cam Reddish goes top 5, I'm gonna shit myself.
The Knicks
Oh,
select Cam Reddish.
Oh my.
Bulls draw number 7.
Huh?
Bulls draw number 7.
Whoa.
So that means somebody just jumped into the top 3.
The fix is in.
Wait,
dude, they're not gonna get anyone good. They
Let's
might
pull
get
it up.
they might get Hunter or someone.
Okay. The
Ugh.
Bulls had the 4th best. Okay, so it'll be Zion, Ja, and RJ.
Yeah.
RJ, yeah.
Yeah.
Has to be.
Whoever goes from there is.
But who else? Hunter from Virginia.
Hunter from
Culver.
Virginia is good.
Jared Culver.
Jared Culver.
That who's that point guard from Vanderbilt?
Oh yeah, that's
That
Garland.
Garland.
Yeah, he's good. He's real good.
Yeah.
And then that guy out of USC, he's really good too.
Uh,
I can't think of these names.
Cam Reddish will be top.
It's not NCAA time.
Cam Reddish.
Yeah, it's tough with those guys.
Cam Reddish is good though.
Romeo should not be a lottery pick.
I don't think Romeo is declared for the draft.
I think he did.
Did he?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because I heard a lot about how next season they're gonna have 2 Indiana Mr. Basketballs on their team.
Let me look. I'm pretty sure he did.
Because I know he won it last year, and then dude, that's pretty dope that someone from Center Grove just won
Yeah.
Mr. Basketball.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yes, he declared for the draft.
He declared for the draft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he should have.
I don't
Well-
think he should have either.
He averaged 16.5 points.
Dude, but they would be a good team next year.
Yeah.
I think he needed another year of development.
I agree. They're jumping too early now, but
It's like Noah Vonleh. He went too early.
yep.
Marquise Teague.
No, God. You know about Marquise Teague.
Bulls.
Yeah, I know
the Bulls
exactly.
had
That was back when I was a Bulls fan, man. Marquise Teague. Oh God, that man did not deserve to be in the NBA.
Can you keep us updated on the lottery?
Yeah, I can try.
And we'll just follow it as it goes on. So the Bulls are out.
Yep.
Dude, I'm literally so upset. They're not gonna get like. I'm gonna go look at who they could possibly get that's even worth it.
I'm going to see if I can stream it.
I got it on the stream too.
That sucks, Bob. I'm sorry.
Dude, don't get me started.
Aha!
The Pels.
They might end up with Cam Reddish.
Illegal stream.
Illegal stream.
Wink,
Very
wink.
legal stream here. All the comments are rigged.
What is this?
Rigged.
Who's this
What
guy
is
out
this?
of Guinea?
Dude, you never know with those foreign guys.
Yeah,
You
he
really
looked.
never
I
know.
mean, I've never seen this.
Nothing against the foreign guys because they can obviously ball.
Yeah.
Dude,
Wait, look
I'm
at
not kidding. I think the Pelicans got number 1.
They did.
Are you kidding me right now?
What was their chance of getting number 1?
The Pelicans just got number 1.
Jesus.
What was their chance of getting number 1?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, dude, there goes all of the Anthony Davis talk. Like,
Oh my God.
Anthony Davis staying in New Orleans.
Zion Williamson and Anthony
Oh
Davis.
my God.
And
What?
Drew Holiday. Oh.
What?
Do you think that's a good place for Zion to go? We didn't even, like...
It's a terrible place for him to go.
I agree, dude. He's not going to develop anything.
Memphis got number 2 and New York got 3.
Wow.
What just happened?
Ja Morant
Oh my
to
God.
Memphis.
The top 3 just got screwed so hard.
Knicks are trading that pick.
Knicks are getting RJ.
Knicks are trading that pick.
Trading it.
They're going to trade that third pick. If they were talking about trading 1, they're going to trade 3 for someone.
They can't trade up.
Like, they're going to trade for a player is what I'm saying.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if they were going to trade 1, I think they're for sure going to trade 3.
That is unbelievable.
Well, did the Pelicans got 1?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. None of us said, what if the Pelicans get 1? Like,
Their odds were
was it like 6%?
6%.
It's ridiculous.
See, I don't know if I like the lottery. Because if you are the worst team, they won 33 games. That borderline makes the playoffs in the East. Like, if they win 2 more games, they might be a playoff team in the East.
And the Bulls got 7?
I think the Bulls took what the Pelicans were probably gonna.
Yeah.
It's the Bulls' fault.
It doesn't make any sense.
Thanks a lot, Chicago.
Yeah, whoever
Fucking-
was that? Who was the first team? Launched the other team to the top 3. The first team that was out of place.
I don't know. They don't have the order posted yet. Yeah, they don't have the order posted yet.
Here I got it.
I wouldn't be upset if the Bulls picked up some bowl action.
Bleacher Report
Bowl. Taco Fall.
It's Pelicans, Grizzlies, Knicks, Lakers
Lakers at 4?
Lakers at 4.
Wow.
You tell me that's not rigged. Cavs, Suns.
Adam Silver.
The Suns
can
got
suck my
6.
ass.
The Hawks got 8.
Do you think, what position Zion going to play?
Wiz.
Well-
He's listed as a power forward.
How?
So,
How?
you know what this tells me? AD's going to Lakers.
What? Well, explain.
He's going to Lakers.
It's just a hunch.
It's like, well, I guess not.
I think he's gonna be like, well, I mean, I'm already here 1 more season. Like, let's just see how the Zion thing works out.
This pisses me off.
Dude, that's like the worst team. Like, how do you feel about that? Do you wish he would have gone? Like, are you cool with him going to the
You
Pelicans?
know what? I hope they trade him now. I hope they trade Davis now. Because it's like, you wanted to sit out? See ya. Go to the Knicks. I don't like this.
Would you rather him be on the Cavs?
No.
I think I'm less upset about the Pels getting the number 1 and more upset about the fact that Lakers got top 4.
Right. That is bullshit.
I'm more upset that the Bulls got 7. Like, don't even get me started.
See, me and Zach don't have this issue.
Yeah, we're fans of a very average team.
Yeah.
Who always picks from the 17 to 21 range.
Yeah.
So we don't have to worry about this.
I let Bulls pick up Cam Reddish or Jackson Hayes.
You know what? If they can get Cam Reddish at 7, I think you take it.
Not bad.
I guess, yeah, dude. But, I mean, it's not going to make them better this season. Like, it's going to, like...
You know, I picked the Bulls to make the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I didn't.
It was a mistake. I should have consulted you before.
I didn't choose them. But at the same time, I didn't choose Orlando either. That's
Nobody
me.
did.
Yeah,
No.
Or Detroit.
yeah.
Maybe somebody picked Detroit, but
After Blake went there, I was like, Detroit could probably do it.
And
But
Dwayne Casey.
Orlando came out of nowhere.
yeah.
Props for Orlando.
Where do you think Vooch is going?
Chicago, dude. I love Vucevic.
Just stop. Just stop. Just because you love a guy doesn't mean he's coming.
I agree, but I don't know. What if Vucevic went to the Lakers? He might be one of the most underrated players in the NBA.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
He's an all-star.
Yeah, but you don't like how many people are like, I love Nick Vucevic. Like,
Nobody's saying that.
exactly, dude. He's like one of the most underrated players. Like, I would love to see him on the Lakers. I think that'd be a good team.
That dude's been balling ever since he came in the league.
Yeah.
He's low-key been really good since, like, 2013. He's just been good. Back to the Hall of Fame thing. We can go back to the lottery later if you want. Giannis.
Yeah, Hall
Yes.
of Fame.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. Kemba. Tough.
Not
A
yet.
really lovable guy.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I think if he got drafted by 20 other teams, he'd probably be a Hall of Fame player right now.
I would say the one thing that does make it debatable, since it's the Basketball Hall of Fame, the fact of what he did at UConn might push him there.
Yeah.
And I don't blame them because that was insane.
Yeah. But sometimes it's ridiculous because, like, do you want Mario Chalmers to be in the
Yeah, I know.
Hall of Fame? No. Like,
But at least
But
with
Kemba
it's
had a-
translated.
Yeah.
I
Kemba
agree.
had a good enough NBA
I
career.
agree.
He's had his stats. Jokic, you already said. This is a tough one. Derrick Rose.
Yes. Yes.
This
Do you think
is a
it,
very
I?
tough one.
Do you think it'll be pity that they'll put him in there? Do you think it'll be out of pity?
I think it's out of that MVP.
One season
That-
got it for him.
That little 3-year run he had was so good.
I love Derrick Rose, but I don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
I do.
Just everyone who's ever won a MVP is in the Hall of Fame. So is he going to be the only one?
He might not be a first ballot at the end, but I do think
Yeah.
he's second, at least.
I love him.
Like, he was the best player on what would have been a championship team.
Yeah.
Championship caliber team.
I don't even want to talk about healthy D Rose.
That hurt. That hurt so bad.
That hurt. That should hurt any NBA fan.
That hurt.
Cause like, that was like great basketball.
Well,
to
at the
watch.
time I was like, Pacers. They have a chance.
Oh yeah, dude, you guys were talking smack as soon as D Rose
Well-
got injured. I didn't want to go to school after D Rose got injured, dude. I was like, oh, come on. After the second time D Rose got injured, I was like, Mom, can I stay home from school? Like, my friends are gonna make fun of me because I'm a D Rose fan. Like,
But after the second time, I was like, I feel bad.
yeah. But then once PG went down, I was like, you guys are about to hear
Yeah.
it.
Karma.
I'm on both sides of the spectrum. I have no arguments.
Yeah.
Cat.
No.
No.
I don't like. I like Big Cat as a player, but not like a teammate, I guess.
You don't think he ever will be? You think he's just Kevin Garnett 2.0? Like,
No,
I
Kevin
no, I
Garnett's
mean, like,
better.
he's on a bad Timberwolves team, but he puts up monster stats.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Obviously, Kevin Garnett is light
I think he
years
has
better.
to put up monster stats for them to like not be the worst team in the league.
Yeah.
Because Wiggins simply does not try to play basketball well.
And it sucks. He would be so good if he tried. If he tried, he
Yeah.
doesn't even try to. He doesn't try to play defense. He doesn't try to rebound. He doesn't try to pass the ball. He just wants to score,
Yeah.
and barely does that.
Say the Rockets call up the Timberwolves, and they're like, hey, Clint and Eric Gordon for Cat.
See, the thing about that is, Cat fits the system
Just
because he
send-
could spread the
send-
floor.
Send Clint.
Who says no?
Send Clint.
The Timberwolves say
and
no?
CP3. Send Clint and CP3 and get Cat and Wiggins, and that's a good team.
That is not.
Dude, that's a good team. Let James
Wiggins?
Harden. Yeah. Let him score.
You
I
ever
think-
seen Wiggins
I
play
think
defense?
you put Wiggins on a better team, and he gets more motivated. I think he's on a very bad team right now, and
needs
he's
to
like,
get
I
shipped
don't
out
care.
of
Like,
Yeah.
He needs more inspiration.
Yeah.
He needs like a Jimmy Butler. Like I know he was already there, but
he
needs
needs like
someone
extreme.
like that.
He needs
yeah.
like a Kobe Bryant.
Yeah,
to just
like-
be like, dude, I will beat your ass. Like,
The dude can score
Oh yeah, he could easily.
pretty easily.
He could be a top NBA player, like how everyone predicted, if he tried.
And he has like the ideal
Frame.
defensive wing body.
Yeah, that too.
yeah.
But he just has no
Desire
desire.
to do anything else.
I agree.
Paul George,
Yeah.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah. I think he will be.
Yeah, I think the two-way play is what gets it.
Yeah.
And I think he's gotten so much better at offense. Like, he was really good at defense, and then he was, like, still good at offense, and people were like, this player's good. But now he's, like, really good at offense still. And still good at defense.
He was the best player on a contender for 2 years. He's been the second best player on a playoff team for
Arguably
2 years.
best player this year.
Yeah.
Just because of how Russ played.
Yeah. On and off best player. I mean, they switched. They had their games. They both had their games.
Took LeBron to the brink.
Yeah.
Don't want to talk about it.
No. No. Dame.
Yes. Yeah. First
Yeah.
ballot.
Yeah.
And I think he still does not get enough credit.
He really doesn't.
No.
He really
never
doesn't.
has.
He's top 3-point guards.
Like, we forgot about him when we were talking about the
Yeah,
top
we were
10
talking
players.
about, but he just goes under the radar. Like, he's just,
Is it because he plays in Portland?
Yes.
yeah. That's
Definitely.
probably,
Or is it because he doesn't say much?
I think from us
Or
rating, our ratings, it comes because he's in Portland and we don't see that many games.
We
You know?
don't.
Like if we saw a bunch of Portland games, we'd be like, this guy's amazing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we just don't.
Yeah.
I think that's where it comes from.
Draymond. No.
No, I hate Draymond
Get him out
Green.
here, dude.
Draymond Green's my least favorite player in the NBA.
He's my least favorite, and I think he's overrated.
Oh,
I
100%
think he's
overrated.
Do they have the two most hated players? The Warriors.
Yeah,
KD
Yeah.
and Draymond.
Yeah, I think so.
but I think the best team always has the most hated player. For some reason, like, prime Heat LeBron. Everyone fucking
I
hated
wanted to
LeBron.
kill them.
And now everyone's like, I love LeBron. Like, because he's
Yeah.
no longer KD. Like, he's no longer in KD's position.
Well, when LeBron went back to Cleveland, it was like, even I was like, yeah, this guy's not so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Decent guy.
Yeah, exactly.
He screwed Cleveland the first time around. Second time around still screwed him, but they were like, thanks for the ring. It's like,
Yeah, I feel like they didn't even care he left.
No.
yeah.
He was like,
Yeah, they're like, you got us off, basically. Like, we're fine.
Yeah. They looked up
We
at the
won't-
rafters. They were like, those weren't there before. We got yeah, you're all right. Rondo.
I think he ends up on it from the
Playoff Rondo, yes.
Celtics
Yeah.
series.
The Celtics days.
Yeah, from the Celtics days. I think he ends up on it.
Not his Mavericks days.
Definitely not his Chicago days. That's for sure.
Playoff Chicago days.
You guys would have
The
won that series.
3 games he played really well.
You guys would have won that series if he didn't break his
I
hand.
actually think so.
Didn't he break his thumb? Was it his
Yeah,
thumb?
it's something,
Yeah.
something on his hand.
Yeah.
The Celtics got to the conference finals that year.
Yeah.
You guys would have beat him.
Rondo,
Shut
Yeah.
down Isaiah.
Celtics days, he was.
I feel so
really
bad for
good.
Isaiah Thomas.
I do too.
Danny Ainge, dude. Merciless.
Dude.
But you would have done that trade too.
Oh, anyone would have done that trade. Anyone would have done that trade.
I can't argue against the trade. It just sucks. that
It's
it
just
happened.
because you had the fact in that his sister died.
Yeah.
And he
and,
puts
like,
up 50.
He was the best player.
And didn't he average like 40 in a series or something like that?
It was something crazy. Yeah. I mean, almost 30 points at what, 5'10"?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I thought they were gonna bring him back last year when he was a free agent.
I
What's
think
he
they
doing?
still
He's
could.
on the Nuggets right now, right?
I don't know why they don't play him.
Is he
they didn't
injured?
play him.
No.
They just didn't play him.
They still don't play him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're playing
Monty Morris.
Monty Morris. Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, he must
To
actually.
be fair, Isaiah was not playing well. To
yeah,
be fair.
I agree. But do you think he just like stopped caring about it, or like?
I just think all those injuries, like his hip,
His hip was destroyed.
Yeah. and
Like-
it still is.
His hip was like the hip an old man gets when he gets it replaced. Like that bad.
At the same time, though, it's like, damn, he needs to like be able to be worked into an offense for a while
Yeah.
to be able to get back to the player he was. Nobody's giving him that chance.
Yeah.
So
Jamal Crawford.
honestly, yeah,
He's gonna end up in it. Yeah.
greatest sixth man ever.
Really is.
Yeah.
Don't you slander Manu Ginobili like that?
Okay, fine.
Manu Ginobili is
Yeah.
the
I guess
the
you can,
best.
but still, respect here to Jamal.
Yeah, he's second
Yeah.
best, but Manu's just like
Lou Williams?
Manu's just the epitome of a starter.
Lou
playing
is
6
Lou
minutes.
is there too.
Yeah.
Not Manu though.
But like that's just like Jamal and Louis were 6 men because I guess what I'm trying to say is Manu is a starter playing 6 man.
That's what I was
and like
saying,
same for Lou Will, same for Jamal. Like they're playing 6 man, but they could have been starters.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, so I think like Manu's like the trendsetter for that.
Yeah. Last one. Aldridge.
No, I don't think he's gonna make it.
I don't know. When he was in Portland, he was unstoppable.
I agree. And he has games on the Spurs where he's unstoppable, but
Yeah.
I don't think he'll make it.
I think he's got 1 year left in the tank. Maybe.
Isn't this his last year with the Spurs? Last contract year?
It's his last contract year with the Spurs, yes.
Go back to Portland?
I would love it.
I would love if he went back to Portland.
I would absolutely love it. Like, I think he should finish his career there.
What if he went to LA? That's a team right there.
Which team? Lakers?
Lakers, yeah.
I don't know.
Dude, 'cause they need a big man. That's
do need a big
really
man.
what they need more than
Yeah.
anything. Like,
They could have offered DMC the max last year.
dude, no one's gonna give DeMarcus Cousins a max contract, Zach. No one.
Why not?
Dude, because he doesn't deserve it. He's
Not
coming
yet.
off of 2 injury seasons. He's played like...
You're telling me there isn't a team... I wouldn't give him a max. For the record, I wouldn't give him a max.
No.
There is a team dumb enough to give him a
there would
max.
be a team
I
desperate
just
enough.
don't... I don't think...
They're going to see his name and be like, that'll bring people to the
Then
game.
why didn't they do it this year? That's
Just because he
my
was
thing.
hurt.
But he didn't prove anything this year after being hurt and getting re-hurt where you're like...
Well, they'll
"Oh,
just
this
justify
guy's
it by, like, he's on the Warriors. He didn't get
Well,
enough time.
I think for his career, he should just suck it up, play on the Warriors another season, do what you just did, fucking, like, get healthy. Like, get healthy. And then go get a max. Like, you got time. Because he's young, you know, you have time.
Oh,
if
he's
you-
young.
Yeah, you have time if you just play your cards right.
I think you should go to the Wizards. Go back with John Wall. That's just my personal opinion.
Be a disaster.
Oh, I think it would make John Wall a much meaner person.
Oh my god.
John Wall's already not playing next
That
year.
would be so
Dude, that's an awful... Like, I love John Wall. That's an awful injury.
Yeah.
You
Slip in your house.
just slip in your house and tear your ACL. Like,
That sucks.
dude, like, come on.
Imagine being a Wizards fan. That's a pretty torturous life.
Imagine being KD. He's probably thinking about going there.
They've always been, like, competitive.
That has not even crossed his mind.
Dude, it actually, he's from there,
Yeah,
right?
he's from there, so.
Yeah, so I mean, I think he's talked about it. Maybe.
But he definitely didn't
Yeah.
consider it in free agency. He already had his mind made up after Draymond.
Will
called
you
him crying.
ever? Will you ever forgive KD
No.
for what he did?
Where were you when you checked
Yeah.
your phone and saw KD join the Warriors?
I actually just woke up and I remember Stephen A. going just on this huge rant on ESPN about how terrible this was.
I love it.
That was July 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
July 4th, 2016. The day the NBA was assassinated.
Yeah.
I don't know. What was I doing? I just remember being pissed off the whole day.
Yeah.
I just remember, I don't think I've downloaded Bleacher Report after that day. Like, I think I had the Bleacher Report app, always got notifications, got that notification, and I was like, I'm done with this. Like,
Because I remember that year, they were like, rumblings, Warriors are going to make space for KD. I was like, yeah, right. Yeah, right.
See,
Yeah,
I didn't even
exactly.
hear any of that, dude. I was just like, heard a ding on my phone and Katie's in the Warriors, and I was upset.
You think if the Thunder would have beat the Warriors, he would have stayed? He would have had to have stayed.
Yeah, that was.
I think he was leaving, and I think he really did not want to play with Russell Westbrook anymore. If they would have won the finals, he probably would have stayed, yeah.
I mean, come on though. He didn't even give the Thunder a fucking chance.
Because I remember the day before he went to the Warriors, there was a report that said, like, a friend of his was like, 90% he's coming back.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, thank God.
No.
And turns out, no.
I wish he was still in the Thunder.
Me too.
That team was so close.
Hot
they
take.
really were.
Thunder KD was better.
2013-14 KD's
Oh my god.
one of the best KDs of all time. One of the best players you've seen play the game.
I think KD was a Hall of Famer before he went to the Warriors.
Yeah.
The buzzer beater he had on the Mavericks?
Yeah.
One of the best buzzer beaters of all time.
And honestly, the one time they got to the finals, it was closer than people remember.
Yeah.
The only blowout was Game 5.
Yeah.
Which was the last game. They were just too young.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Yeah, they were ready.
Their bench wasn't even good that season.
They've never had a good
It was James Harden, that was it.
Yeah.
He was
Well,
6
was that when they had Raymond Felton coming off the bench?
No, they had Derek Fisher.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who it
Derek
was.
Fisher.
D-Fish, yeah. Isn't
Fisher.
Felton still coming off the bench somewhere?
Thunder.
How?
Don't ask me.
Dude, how?
I don't know. You want him on the Bulls?
Gotta love Raymond.
No, I'd rather Jimmer Fredette on the Bulls. Like,
What a time that was. Jimmer on the Bulls.
Yeah, I do
Bulls,
remember.
I feel like it's either the Bulls or the Pacers that are like, we're gonna take a bargain on this white dude. Like, we're gonna go for it.
Doug McDermott.
Doug McDermott, Bulls bargained hard for him.
Yeah.
Now the Pacers have him. Like,
Traded Gary Harris for him.
dude, don't I love Gary Harris.
Oh.
Is crazy to watch sometimes. Like when you see Gary Harris go into like an ISO ball, him and Jamal Murray, when they do ISO balls, they do crazy stuff.
Yeah.
It's nuts. I love watching it.
So where do you think KD goes? Devin, where do you think he goes?
I don't know. I mean,
Where do you want him to go?
where do I want him to go? Anywhere besides the Warriors. I mean,
Yes.
yeah, I mean, everybody's going to be a great fit for the Pacers. No, I don't know. I mean, you got to be dumb to go to the Knicks, but it's very possible. The Clippers aren't a bad spot.
Not at all.
Lakers, no, I don't see a chance that he goes to the Lakers.
I'd love to see him and LeBron play though.
How would that work?
I think it could work.
That would make me just as mad as him joining the Warriors.
I think LeBron's just one of those players he can play with anyone.
How would KD and Kawhi work? I think that would work
That would work.
on the Clips.
Kawhi would get like half the shots he gets though.
No.
Less. He'd get less shots than he gets now. I mean, you're still gonna go for KD in the first as your first option. You're not gonna just let Kawhi.
Kawhi
do
took
it.
39 shots in Game 7.
So you don't think if he had KD on his team, he would take
Oh,
20, 18?
I don't think it's gonna happen anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's staying in Toronto.
I
He's staying
think-
in Toronto.
Yeah, I do.
You think Kawhi is?
Yeah, that's my hot take.
If
hope he
they,
does.
I think if they take this series, he's staying in Toronto.
I just don't see why he would leave.
If they get to the finals,
Because for some reason he wants to play in LA.
I don't know
like
why.
he just wants
He's
to.
got such a setup right now. Like,
if they get to the it's cold sometimes. So what?
yeah,
You're winning. You're winning. You're not gonna go to the Lakers and win. You're just not.
I would love to play basketball in Canada too. Like that'd be cool.
You're
It's
the
not just
only
Toronto.
Yeah, you're the only you.
Yeah.
All
You
those
got a
people
whole
love you.
nation.
You are
Yeah.
representing a whole country. Like you have
I mean-
more fans than anyone else. Locally.
Yeah, it might be a bitch to play to get your passport out every time. So what?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
You can make a case. They're the third best team in the league. They might be. Bucks, Warriors,
Yeah.
Raptors.
I don't know. I think the Raptors are better than the Bucks right now. Like
That's what I'm saying. It's a coin
after
flip.
watching that last series, the Raptors played so well. Kawhi played so
I
well.
wish that game was on tonight.
I do too.
Same. If Portland doesn't take tonight, it's going to be a sweep. I'm saying that right now.
They gotta take one of these first two at least.
Yeah.
They
Without KD.
have to take one of. They have. I think they have to take tonight because it's the only guaranteed night without KD.
And I
Yeah.
think they can.
Yeah.
Because
KD's not in there.
yeah,
But if KD wasn't
KD's
there,
just
you'd just be
unfair.
like, everyone would be like, oh, 4 games.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like Steph and Clay can be matched by Lillard and CJ to an extent, but like you put KD in there,
yeah.
there's
I want Portland to push it to 7 games so bad, just for the sake that I don't want the Warriors to be rested. Like, I
Yeah.
just don't want them to be rested. I do not want them to come off, like, 2 weeks of break and the other team's on, like, 2 days of break. Like, it's just not fair.
what a story it would be though. the Blazers just somehow pulled that off.
Oh, dude,
What?
That's what I was saying when the Clippers won one game. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
let the Clippers take them out. Like,
That's what I thought if the Rockets would beat him.
Yeah.
Like, this is just a great sports story.
Yeah. But, like,
For this
Damian
team to
Lillard,
lose.
the guy that's committed to Portland, Oregon, like, you know, like...
he is so committed to. He's like, I ain't leaving, man. I'm staying here in Portland.
Exactly.
Didn't he say I'd rather get no rings here than
Yeah.
a ring somewhere else?
Yep.
I like that.
I don't blame him.
That's
That's what the NBA used to
pride.
be.
That's what I like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what the NBA used to be. It's
Exactly.
like the John Stockton mindset.
Yeah, and I mean, he could have quit at any point, but yet he led 3 unexpected teams to where they're at, you know.
Yep.
3rd seed back-to-back when they weren't supposed to be.
Plus, you give him props because when LA left, they were supposed to suck.
Well,
made the
that whole
playoffs every
entire
year ever
team
since.
left.
Yeah.
He was the only remaining one.
Nick Batum left.
West
Wes
left.
Matthews left.
Robin Lopez left.
Everybody.
Left. It was just him.
Yep.
And that was a great team.
People just forgot how good Kawhi was.
Yeah.
That's what I was just like sitting here thinking. Do you think Kawhi would be as good as he is right now if he stayed on the Pacers? Like, just say that. Say he stayed on the Pacers. Do you think he would
I think
be the same player?
You know what? I try not to think about that.
Yeah, I know, but
I don't think he'd be the same. I think him going to the Spurs and getting that development under that team is what made him. Like,
It's always
this
tough
player.
to tell.
Yeah,
Because, like,
because it's just a what if. Like, you know.
what if Tony Parker ended up on the Clippers?
Yeah,
anywhere, yeah.
exactly.
Or Steph went to Timberwolves, you know, like stuff like that.
But there are such things as system guys.
Yeah,
But, like, Tim Duncan would have been good anywhere.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
I think Manning would have been good anywhere.
Hmm.
David Robinson would have been good anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, Kawhi, it's tough.
Yeah.
I think he's such a good defender. He would have been good anywhere.
I think he would be like. I don't know. It's like people just forget about Kawhi. Like they'll name off like top 5 best players, and Kawhi.
It's because he doesn't talk.
It really is because he's not like prevalent in the media. Like he's not like.
He lets his game do the talking.
And everybody is like hostile against that. Like, oh, you showed no emotion. Like,
Okay, but
That's
he
what
kicks
I
ass.
want.
Leave
That's
the
what I
guy out.
want. Like get a dub.
He kicks ass.
Yeah.
He just does what he's supposed to do. Comes
Yeah.
in,
Yeah.
does what he does, and
Like, this guy, if he didn't get hurt against the Warriors, they could have beat them.
yeah.
They would have beat them.
Like,
That
the
is-
Warriors have gotten a lot of breaks.
Zaza took one for the team. Like Zaza was like, I will knock this guy out. Like we'll play hockey for a second. Like we're taking this guy out of the game.
If Spurs fans
Zaza.
wanted to blame Zaza for Kawhi leaving, I would have no quarrel with that.
Yeah, they could 100%.
Yeah. I have no quarrel with it.
Because Kawhi was like going off that game too,
That was the last time we saw Kawhi healthy.
Yeah.
Healthy playoff Kawhi.
and he was going off. He was playing just as well as he is right now.
They were up by like 20.
Yeah.
They were killing. I remember watching that game and Zaza did that and I was like, you son of a bitch.
And he's like, he puts his hands up. What did I do?
Yeah.
What did I do?
The Warriors are not likable. Like, they're not. Maybe before KD went there, they were semi-likable.
I could see you being a Warriors fan before KD's there. You know, like when the Warriors had Steph and Monte Ellis, I was like, these are some bad boys out there. Like that's some good team.
Yeah.
You jump on the bandwagon at that point. That's cool.
I have no respect for bandwagons.
No.
No respect. You saw it with the Heat.
And then they all jumped ship.
And they all jumped ship, went to the Cavs. And you see it now. Like, it's just... I hate it when you go to a Pacers game. And
You see what-
inevitably, there's going to be a... Like, if the Warriors come to town, it's going to be half Warriors fans. And it's like, you cannot tell me you all came from San
Yeah.
Francisco to watch
Yeah.
this game. How do you live here? Look at this map. You are here.
Far.
This
from-
doesn't add up.
Yeah, far from the West Coast.
See, but people pack the I feel like Pacers fans pack the stadium though. Most of the times
We
I go
do
there.
good. Yeah.
Pacers
They do
fans
good
are the
job.
most loyal fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that tends to be the case
Bulls
with...
fans are the most loyal fans because they sell out every single
Bulls
game.
fans are loyal.
and they're
Yeah.
dude. I've seen one game at United Center and
The Madhouse on
Celtics beat
Madison.
them. Celtics beat them by 30,
Yeah.
dude. And I was like, oh, at least I went to United Center and it was sold out. And people the whole time, like, I'm sitting next to season ticket owners, and they're complaining, and they're like, this is awful. And then at the end of the game, they're like, see you in a couple days, man. And it's like, this is awful. Why are you guys watching this? Why are you supporting this? This is why they are doing this, is because you're supporting it. You assholes. Don't go to the game.
Well, I love to slam the Knicks as much as the next guy.
Yeah.
But they have some good fans.
They do. They have very loyal fans.
Yeah. And they've been tortured.
Yeah.
Like
for forever.
Yeah. You think about the brunt of the Knicks history, they have sucked.
Yeah.
Like, they were good in the 70s. They were good in the 90s.
Yeah.
This whole century, they've sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
well,
and they just got rid
Yeah.
of the best player they've had for, like,
since Patrick Ewing.
since Carmelo Anthony. I would say Carmelo was amazing.
A couple of years. Yeah.
On the Knicks, he was amazing. Yeah.
I forgot to put Melo on this list.
Yeah, I
That's
noticed,
a Hall of
I
Fame.
noticed that.
I completely forgot Melo was a basketball player until we just started talking. But is he technically in the league?
No, he's not.
Yeah.
No.
He's like an active player, like a free agent. Like, you can get him, but
Anybody gonna sign him?
no.
I wish.
Which is dumb.
But
I think the Warriors should have signed him over DeMarcus, low key. Like, if you sit there for 3 days and try and convince Carmelo to come off the bench, if he finally comes off the bench,
That's a long 3 days.
oh yeah,
It is
you're
long
gonna
days.
have to convince that
You need
man to
3
come off the
weeks.
bench. Yeah, like he's like, I think I deserve a max contract. Carmelo, you have not played like for 2 seasons.
Isn't it crazy to think he was on the Rockets this year?
yeah.
Yeah, like,
It seems like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
do you think they'd be like, do you think dropping Carmelo was the best move for him?
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
He was doing nothing for them.
Him and D'Antoni hate each other.
But if he
That's
if he played for the Warriors, came off the bench, dropped, just shoot 5 3-pointers a game. And that's all I want out of you, Carmelo. And we'll take you out. That's fine. That's all you need from him.
Yeah.
He won't adapt.
Yeah, he won't, because he'll be like, I want to be a starting player.
Yeah,
And it's
exactly.
Carmelo, you can't, dude.
No.
He would
just
be
can't.
so good on the bench. Just
Carmelo?
coming off the bench. if
He would
accepted
be
that.
amazing off the bench.
Yeah.
He would be amazing to have off the bench.
But he wasn't.
because
on
he
the
didn't-
Rockets.
Cause
Yeah,
he
'cause
didn't
it's-
want to.
Yeah, because he didn't want to be off the bench.
I saw
don't-
some people on Twitter yesterday had the audacity. Not yesterday. But whenever the Rockets lost, they're like, "This is what you get for dropping Melo." They dropped Melo, and their season took off.
They got so much better, dude.
Yes.
It's like,
The man's a cancer.
Yeah.
He is a cancer.
Yeah.
How about this? Nuggets Melo or Knicks Melo? Who's better?
Nuggets Melo.
Me too.
Because he played defense.
Me too.
I'm
And
taking
he's more in shape.
Knicks Mello for the clutch factor. Like,
Clutch, yeah.
because he destroyed the Bulls solely is why I had to take him, because
That was
he ruined all hopes and dreams I had that season in about 4 shots.
What season was that?
That was
After the MVP season?
after D Rose got injured, right? They beat,
No,
Was that the
or was
same
it before?
year? The lockout year?
no, it was after.
think-
Because
Was it the lockout year?
They lost to
know.
Philly. The Bull. Wait, right? Did the Bulls
Yes.
lose to Philly?
In the first round.
Yeah, they
In the
lost
first
to the
round.
Sixers.
After
yeah.
that was when Rose tore his ACL.
Yeah, he tore his ACL
So
in
maybe
the
the
Sixers, yeah.
second.
So the year Rose didn't play.
Yeah.
Okay. The Knicks were good that year.
Yeah.
That
Bulls
was-
were still good that year.
Yeah.
Was it the year of Nate Robb?
Yeah, it was the year of Nate Robb.
Or is that the
Mike
year after?
Dunleavy.
Yeah, Dunleavy, Captain Kirk.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
They had Kirk coming off the bench. Kirk was starting. They had Nate Robb coming off the bench, and then they had Jimmy Lou.
Rip Hamilton.
Yeah,
Rip.
that was a good team. That was a good team.
Low
Like,
key.
Nate Robb, man.
They won a
That was
series.
Awesome.
that's and
They won a series.
Bulls Nate Robb's the best Nate Robb.
Oh, yeah,
like
there's
Bulls
no
Nate
better.
Robb was doing crazy stuff, like
Yeah.
blocked LeBron
Yeah.
twice.
blocking LeBron, drilling threes, doing 360 layups,
Game
like
winners. Like,
game winners back to back games.
Man,
I love Bulls Nate Robb.
I loved Bulls Nate Robb too.
There's no
Dude,
one
but
that
Kirk
matches.
Heinrich, that was my dude. That was my guy.
I loved Rip.
Rip, yeah.
In 2K, I was unstoppable with Rip. Like I had his jump shot just down to the tee. Like
Last man, Rip.
Like back in 2K13, you could
what a game.
pick your players on my team, so you just buy your players. I didn't pick anybody else but Rip. Like there's no one else who scored more for me.
Wow.
Okay, so LeBron's the best player of our lifetime, right?
Yeah, at least so far.
Yeah.
I mean, technically Jordan's our lifetime, but player you remember
LeBron.
seeing.
Yeah.
You clearly remember seeing.
LeBron or Kobe?
Or Kobe.
Or Kobe.
Kobe was the best player of the thousands. You know, the 00s.
Yeah.
Well, I mentioned the post
Him or
Jordan.
Tim Duncan.
Or Duncan.
Tim Duncan. I mentioned the post Jordan period where there was like no alpha from you could say Shaq. It was like Shaq / Kobe / Duncan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could have picked one. And then LeBron took it over. And then I think Kobe took it.
I would say Kobe had it for like LeBron's first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Like by LeBron's 3rd season, 4th season,
When Kobe won his titles,
very sad. Yeah, I agree.
he was the alpha.
100%. He got scoring titles both those seasons, right? Because the first Lakers when Shaq had that scoring title that year,
Yes.
and then the next 2, I'm pretty sure Kobe had.
And they're averaging crazy numbers in the playoffs. Like Shaq was averaging like.
Or
34.
Kobe may have had one, and Tracy may have had one.
Yeah, Tracy had it.
I think Tracy
Well,
beat Kobe one
Tracy
year.
averaged like 34 or something like that.
Kobe
Yeah, I know he had scoring title 1 year for sure.
I know Kobe had 2 scoring titles.
Those two matching up was like one of the most fun things.
I agree.
At least that I've seen in the videos, of course. Didn't watch it, but
Dude,
I
but
believe it was 06 and 07.
06, 07, I think Kobe scored like 37 or something
Yes.
like that.
06, 07, scoring champ. So he averaged 35 points in 06.
35. There you go.
wow.
Yeah. Which was the most until Harden this year.
Yeah. Which is, I guess, even more amazing that James did that.
Yeah, because
He's on a better team. I mean,
Yeah, because that team didn't even go to the.
yeah,
No.
James is on a better team. So
the post-Shaq Lakers, until they got Gasol, they were just like average team.
Bynum was pretty good for a season.
Season.
For a season,
Yeah.
yes.
Bynum was like top 3 centers that season. Like he was very good.
He was. He was damn good.
Never played again, really.
No, he really didn't.
No, he didn't. I would put Tim Duncan in there too.
Yeah,
You have to.
Yeah, I can.
KG,
I can't deny that. KG's close, but
KD.
oh, KD. Sorry.
No, both of them.
Oh, you mean both?
Yeah. Who's
Of
the
our
top
lifetime?
5? The top 5. KD's top 5.
Top 5 what?
Players of our lifetime
Players of our
that
lifetime.
you remember watching.
Kobe, LeBron, KD, and Steph. Like Steph is the best shooter we've ever seen. Like Steph is the best shooter
That we may
anyone's
have
ever
ever
seen.
seen.
Yeah. So I think KD, Steph, Kobe, LeBron, and Tim probably.
Yeah, I can argue with that.
Yeah,
I mean, Shaq averaged some pretty big numbers, but he
Yeah,
also-
Shaq's my favorite player. So like, I'll
Yeah.
say Shaq all day. But just by like actual basketball stuff, like
You don't really remember Lakers Shaq.
yeah,
exactly,
I
like,
never
yeah.
watched like
Yeah.
I remember
Celtic Shaq.
Heat
I remember
Shaq.
that.
yeah,
Heat Shaq on, I remember. But yeah.
because we were like
We were like
Shaq.
4.
Yeah, we're like 4 or 5 when Shaq's like the best he is. So like, I don't really remember that.
I was 3 when the Lakers won their first title with Shaq.
Yeah, so was I 3.
Yeah. 2000. They
Yeah.
beat the Pacers.
And that's the best Shaq ever.
Probably.
That's one of the best players. I mean, that's the year. That's the playoff where Shaq averaged like 38 and 16 in the playoffs or something like that, or like 30 something and 16 and like 60% something like that. Like where he just dominated.
The man won
Bully ball.
2 scoring titles.
Yeah, that's like the second best playoff performance ever, besides behind like Michael's 41 a game, 51%, whatever. Like ridiculous, 41, 8 and 6 or something like that.
The first title, he averaged 31 points, 15 rebounds, 43 and a half minutes.
That's crazy.
The dude was a beast. That's for sure. Probably the most fit is the most physically dominant player to ever play.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Like, I think he would dominate Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah, but he wouldn't nominate Bill Russell.
Probably not. No.
But that's just because Bill Russell's like probably the best center defender we've ever seen, besides Hakeem.
I think Hakeem's the best center of all time. I do.
Shaquille O'Neal, you just broke my heart. I'm going to tell you that right now. I love
I do.
Shaq.
Yeah,
I
but
love
the
Shaq.
The dream was. Yeah.
Hakeem can guard anybody. He can score on anybody.
Shaq could score anyone. He could guard just about anyone.
Hakeem took Shaq to school in the finals.
Okay, that's baby Shaq, though.
He would do it again.
That's not 01 Shaq.
If you took 95 Hakeem.
Versus 01 Shaq, I
Yes.
think Shaq's slamming on him every single time down court. Maybe not every single time. I mean, it's a little rough. But I
That
think
wasn't
Shaq...
athletic Shaq.
No, that wasn't athletic
It was
Shaq, but
dominant
that
Shaq.
was drop step Shaq, where you can't guard the drop step.
Right.
He gets the ball. He slams it. Like, that's all he had to do, dude. Like, just one slow drop step, maybe a dribble, just slam it.
I don't know. If I'm putting together a
I'm taking
five-man
Shaquille
lineup,
O'Neal.
taking Hakeem.
I'm taking Shaquille O'Neal, dude. 100%.
I'm taking Kareem.
You can't go wrong.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
No. You can't.
Kareem gets snubbed.
You could say Bill Russell would be fine. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, people
Bill
just like,
Russell's better than Wilt Chamberlain. That's
Yes.
100%
Yeah, I
a
agree with
fact.
that.
Yes. That people say, like, LeBron's the second best player.
They forget about Kareem.
Kareem.
Yeah.
Kareem just didn't play, I guess. And when people, I mean, we
Do you
can
think
talk
Kareem's
about,
the second best?
yes.
As of now, yes.
Wow.
But I think LeBron obviously is very, very close.
LeBron's the third best.
Very close.
If you said LeBron was the second best,
I'm not going to argue.
I wouldn't care.
Yeah. I'm not
Just
gonna
don't say he's a
argue.
goat. You can't say that. Pisses me off to no end. That's just our generation, guys. That's all it
Yeah.
is. They just want to say
And that's fair, though.
he's all the best.
He's the GOAT of our generation, but
They can't get past the 6 rings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't get past it.
No.
You're going to have to put up some impressive numbers to, like, be better than Michael Jordan.
Plus, take last year for example. There were only 2 teams that were going to win the title. Whoever won the West was going to win the title. That never happened when Michael Jordan played.
Mm-mm.
There were like 10 teams that could have won the title.
Yeah.
Like
When MJ played?
yeah.
I don't know. I think it was like... It was 10 teams if the Bulls didn't make it to the finals. It was like...
Like overall, there were 10 legitimate contenders. Like the
I
Jazz.
think there was one legitimate contender and 9 after that, so yeah.
Look, you had the Bulls. Up here. You had the Bulls. You had the Blazers.
Yeah.
The Barkley Suns. The Pacers. The Knicks. The Magic. The Sonics. The Jazz. Like you keep going.
Yeah,
Rockets.
Those are all good teams, but like I said, there was one contender when the Bulls were playing.
Right, but you wouldn't have been surprised if any of those teams were in the finals.
Yeah. They could have played anyone. Yeah, I see what you're saying. They could have
Yeah.
played anyone from the West.
Like last year, the Cavs were not winning the title.
No.
Didn't
No
matter
one
who came out of
expected the
West.
Cavs to win the title, I don't think.
That was the most trash team. That's worse than the 07 team, I think.
Yeah. I think last year it was like Western Conference Finals was our finals.
It was.
It was
Yeah.
like, this is what you paid money to see, basically.
Yeah.
Cavs just got mollywopped.
I didn't even watch one game.
I watched
I
the
didn't
first
watch one
game.
game.
You didn't watch one game?
Not
I watched
I
a
don't blame
couple.
you.
I watched like pieces of them each game, and it was like
It just
just
pissed me off.
upsetting.
Because I wanted Rockets Celtics so bad.
You just see people that look lost, like on the Cavs. Like LeBron is balling out, and Tristan Thompson's like, "What game is game 4?"
I just wanted one different team.
Yeah.
all I wanted.
Yeah.
Thank God we're going to get it this year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least we get one different team.
This is a long 4 years. Same. The first 2 years, it was like, this is fun.
Yeah, 'cause they could compete then Warriors got KD, and it was just like,
Yeah.
this isn't fun anymore.
The first year was cool because they were 2 new teams.
Yeah.
And then 3 years later, you're like, this sucks.
So did you think KD ruptured his Achilles when you saw it? Like, were you watching the game?
I was not.
Okay, because he did basically what Kobe did. I mean, it's just a shot. He came down and landed just like a normal, like as he has 1,000 times, and he like looked back and like thought someone kicked his leg. So like for a second, me and my brother were like, he just ruptured his Achilles, like because it like snaps and rolls up your leg when it happens.
Yeah.
That would have been, like, I hate to say it because you don't want to see a player get injured.
You
But
were
that would have
hoping
been
he
the
did.
best thing for the NBA. Like, as an NBA fan, you're like, the title is up for grabs now. Like, KD is out.
As a true NBA fan.
Exactly, yeah.
Not a fair
Not a
player.
Warriors fan, yeah.
You cannot deny the Warriors have gotten a ton of breaks in
Yeah.
this run of theirs.
Yeah.
A ton of breaks. Like the first year they won the title, Kevin Love and Kyrie, both out.
Gone.
Cavs probably win that
Yeah.
finals.
Dude, but I think they would have won it anyway. I think the Warriors would have won it.
The first one?
Yeah. Steph was amazing that season. Those first 2 seasons, Steph was like, that's some of the best basketball we've seen in a long time.
But the Cavs were healthy the next year and they beat them.
Well, it's because that's one of the best LeBron James we've ever. That's like the top 3 finals performance that LeBron James performed.
That was the. Yeah.
That's what I'm going to remember LeBron for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
That game.
He willed them from down 3 to
That was the
fucking 1.
greatest basketball game I've ever seen.
That's the greatest series we've probably watched.
Yeah.
Like that's probably the greatest series we have seen or could possibly see in our lifetime.
I think Rockets Warriors was pretty good last year.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I just
I don't think it rivals
I just
that.
think you're down 3-1. Like we might not ever see that again. Like
Somebody's going to come back from 3-0 someday.
One day, I do think so.
I
Someday.
agree.
It's bound to happen. It's just like a 16 beating a 1.
Yeah.
It was bound to happen. It's going to happen. I don't know.
It's gonna suck. Whoever
That is
blows
going.
it.
I hope it's not the Pacers.
I
If
hope
you
it's not.
blow that, oh my gosh, that would be the worst. Like
Oh yeah.
Because teams have come back to tie 3-0,
yeah,
but they've never won.
I'd be so upset.
That is. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
If I was the owner and go in the exit interviews, just be like,
I quit.
fired. You're all fired.
Yeah.
Trade everyone. Especially if it was like the finals or something. What would it take to come back from 3-0?
It would take a really special player, like a once in generation player.
I think it would take a special group of.
Yeah, but like I'm just saying, like you're gonna need one guy that's like next level, like Kobe Bryant,
Well,
like
yeah,
80-point game level, like
Because your mindset would have to change. If you're the team that's down, your mindset would have to change every game. Like if you go into game 4 down 3-0, you're just like,
Yeah, don't
all
want
right,
to be
just
here.
gotta win this one.
Yeah.
I think really all you have to do would to win 2 games. Because if you get it to 3-2,
yeah,
pressure's on the other team.
exactly, yeah,
In game 7, anything can happen.
yeah, and then it always ends up like where you're playing, home, away, whatever, you know.
That's what screwed the Thunder when they were up.
Mm-hmm.
Because they won game 1 against Golden State, lost game 2, won both the home games. And then it came down to game 6. It's like a must win.
Where was that last Bucks-Celtics game at? Was that in Milwaukee?
Last year?
Yeah, this year.
Oh, that was in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Or no.
Yeah, it was because it was a
Yeah,
close.
it
It was a
was.
closeout game 5.
Do you think they could have won if they were in the Garden, or if they were in the if they're at home, the Celtics?
No.
You don't think so?
I think it's unrealistic to think the Celtics were going to turn it around. Like, they've been inconsistent all year.
Yeah.
Like,
What happened to Jason Tatum this year?
Can't dribble.
Last year, people were like, Jason Tatum, like, this is the best player. Like,
Dunked on LeBron.
yeah, he said he has that poster in his like house, like
I would.
framed. I totally would.
I
Well,
dunked on this
I
guy.
think what happened to Tatum is Kyrie. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Diva.
Yep.
You think
Forcing himself.
Kyrie's more of a diva than like Russ though? I think Russ is like too much.
No, probably not. But he is a diva. He's a huge diva.
I agree.
He-
Who would you rather have?
Russ.
I'd rather have Russ.
Me too.
And Russ is my second most hated player in the NBA.
That you hate?
Yeah. I don't like Russell Westbrook.
Who do you hate most, Draymond?
Draymond Green.
Yeah.
I'd be totally cool if Draymond Green wasn't in the NBA.
Me too.
Yeah, I would too. Yeah.
Do you know the last time the Warriors lost a Western Conference playoff series?
The last
Like-
time.
2012?
2014.
Wow.
Lost to the Clippers.
Oh yeah. That was
Mark
the-
Jackson.
Mark Jackson got fired.
Mark Jackson.
Wow.
So. Well, anything else you guys want to talk about?
I'm good. Did we go through the whole list already?
Yeah.
Vogel.
Wow. Oh, we didn't talk
Frank
about
Vogel.
Vogel.
Oh,
That was
shit,
the last-
yeah.
Yeah, we didn't talk about
Is there going to be a coup attempt on Frank Vogel?
I
First
mean,
off, I'm happy with Frank Vogel.
Yeah, I'm happy.
I like
for
the
Frank.
guy.
Are you happy with his assistant coach job? I feel like it's gonna be like
No.
I feel like it's gonna be like having an annoying parrot on your like
There is a
shoulder.
mutiny coming.
Yeah, but the thing is here is like if Jason Kidd were not to be a backstabber, you know, like if he wasn't trying to come for Vogel's job,
Yeah.
I think that Vogel's defense of game plan and Kidd's offensive game plan, if you combine those together and actually make it work, I think that's actually really good.
Yeah.
But the problem is Jason Kidd's just an asshole.
He's a snake.
Yeah.
He's the OG snake.
Do you think these two coaches are going to be able to do well with LeBron? I guess is what I'm getting at. Like, do you think?
You got two head coaches again. I
Because
don't know.
like LeBron just like loves manipulating his head
Yeah,
coaches to where like he can like
Control
get his
them.
advantage out of it. But I feel like Vogel's not like that.
No, I don't think so either.
I don't think Vogel will be pushed around. I don't think he'll stand.
But
I
look
think
what
he needs to
look
shave
what-
his beard though, dude. His beard's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it
It
is.
looks awful.
But look at the last coach that pushed around LeBron, David Blatt,
Fired.
gone.
Yep.
Just because he challenged LeBron.
Yeah.
That's the thing about LeBron that the ESPN guys will never say. Like,
Yeah.
This guy's a coach killer. If he doesn't like
He
you,
is.
you're gone.
You're gone.
Luke Walton. They were just waiting for Luke Walton to mess up.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, if they didn't make the playoffs, Luke Walton was gone. And he might have been gone anyway.
Do you think he deserved to get fired?
No.
I don't think he did either. I
Give him
think
a chance.
they gave him kind of a chance.
Yeah, he kinda
Yeah,
did.
they're like, it was like the Remember the Titans, like where if you lose, like they're gonna fire Coach Boone. You know, that's exactly what it felt like. Like, Luke Walton's gone.
I don't think it was Walton's fault this year either, though, because
It wasn't, no.
LeBron tore that chemistry apart at the trade deadline.
But like you had to see that coming. Like, what he do last year at trade deadline? Like they
Yeah.
traded their whole team.
Yeah.
Like they traded everyone.
Everyone.
Yeah, so like that's just what LeBron influences, and like
That's the only reason D Wade was there last year.
yeah.
He was
Yeah.
like, hey, I think Dwayne wants to come here. Oh, okay. Draw up the contract, make it work.
That's like trying to get your friend a job. Like,
Yeah.
hey, my friend wants to know if he can come apply here. Like, you think he can work?
Yeah, pretty
It's
much.
not what it used to be, but but it worked out for Luke Walton. He got a better job,
Yeah.
a lot better job.
Yeah, the Kings.
Yeah.
Except I still don't agree with the Kings firing Georgia, but that's a different.
Yeah.
That's a different story.
Yeah. I think the Kings job was a damn good job.
Yeah.
They're gonna make
For
the
once.
playoffs next year. Yeah, for
once.
once.
Dude, the Kings were impressive. Buddy Hield, impressive.
I think if
De'Aaron
Bagley didn't get
Fox.
hurt,
De'Aaron Fox is very impressive.
yeah, better than Lonzo.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say he's a better overall player, but Lonzo's defense is like Lonzo clamps people up.
Better
He
than
really-
Fultz.
Yeah.
Definitely
everyone-
better.
they're both
Do you
better
think
than
Fultz is gonna play? Like, who's gonna get him?
Who the hell knows?
Do you think the Sixers would even like be better with him? Like,
He's on the Magic now.
but like I'm saying, like if the Sixers never would have like
Oh,
released him, if they never would have like, if he would have stayed there and stuff like that, like if it would have worked out, do you think the Sixers would even be better because of him?
No, because I mean they just didn't even know how to.
Exactly. I don't think
Deal with
he.
him.
I don't think he like. I don't think he can play in the NBA. I think
I
he
don't know.
needs to go do some G League or some China stuff.
I don't know.
that's just weird.
It's a weird situation.
It really is. It's like
Nobody knows what's going on.
And that nobody has since he joined the league.
yeah.
No,
Is he still playing an injury thing or like?
He didn't.
he
play
was
for
on the
Magic.
bench during the playoffs,
Was he?
like in a suit.
Oh, in a
Oh,
suit.
okay. So yeah, he's milking the injury of the shoulder.
Yeah,
Dude, I can't still be injured. Like, are you? Is he just trying to make money at this point?
I don't know.
I mean you can't blame him.
I guess you can't blame him, but like.
I'll never blame a guy for getting the money. As a guy who needs money, I will never blame you.
Exactly, I feel that. Like, if the Magic approached me today and they were like, "Hey, we want to give you a contract, wear a suit and sit on our bench," I would do it. I would totally do it.
Yeah, I'm not arguing.
Honestly, I should probably approach him and be like, "Hey, I will take a lot less money than Markelle Fultz. Like,
Yeah.
I'll just come sit on the bench, wear a suit, pick up that spot.
Listen,
You'll free up some money for someone else."
How many hours can you get me this week?
You're trying. That'd be funny.
But yeah, I think it worked out for Luke Walton.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think it'll work out for Frank.
I don't either.
You don't think it will?
I think he will get fired at some point. It will not end well for him. Do they make the playoffs next year? Have to.
It depends on what superstar they get.
If they get one.
Yeah.
And I think it has to be a superstar for them to make playoffs.
Can
I
it?
don't think it can just be a all-star.
Will Jimmy Butler be enough?
I think it could be enough with Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler and LeBron.
I think that could be enough.
I'm not even going to say Brandon Ingram because I think Brandon Ingram is what he is at this point.
I don't think he's getting any better.
At some point, you are what you are. It's like with Miles Turner. Like Quinn Buckner always says on the TV, he's like, well, Miles will learn that. It's like, Quinn, it's year 4. It's year 4.
Hasn't changed a bit.
It's year 4. He is what he is. But, yeah. So, all right. Anything else?
No.
Good?
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for having me on.
Yep, thanks for coming on, guys.
Yeah.